Welcome, everybody. This is the watch party of Fremantle takes on Essendon. Not sure if you can hear the game in the background, let us know, but we've got a big screen in front of us through KO Sports, which is pretty awesome. And Justin will be back in a moment. Yeah, pretty excited for this. Everyone's season here is still on the line, and it's been a very, very interesting day of footy. Should probably move this out of your way.
Yes. My apologies, everyone. I'm ducking in quickly to watch Fremantle beat Essendon. Okay, I'm on board. All right. Have we seen the retro jumpers yet?
Yes.
Excellent.
Cool. Hello, Riley. How are you, mate? Welcome.
I hope you're ready to watch the Dockers win, Riley. If not,
Yeah, it's interesting because
place.
most of our viewers would probably, I would say, are either Adelaide or Essendon supporters.
How many Bombers fans did we have in Footy Rivals chat this week? Like, insane amounts. And we've got like 2 or 3 in the Discord now, I think.
Yeah, it's brilliant.
Which, we love having you guys around, but tonight your team is going to lose. So please be ready. So yeah, what do you think's gonna go down in this game? You got any thoughts? Any predictions?
Well, my tip is the Dockers.
Yes.
I think Essendon are going to capitulate. And,
I hope so.
I reckon they're in for a 40+ loss.
That would be super helpful for Fremantle. With a very slim hope of finals flickering and fading after the loss to St Kilda last week, which is a real bummer now.
Yeah.
After all the results have now fallen their way, it's like, you win that game and you would now be looking like favourites to play in the finals.
Fremantle is still a chance to play finals.
Oh, absolutely.
There's still a chance, especially considering Port is
getting decimated by North Melbourne as we speak.
They're not going too well right now.
Who, let's point out, was your certainty.
Yes.
Excellent. Mine got up today, by the way. Carlton, everyone, in case you're wondering.
Yeah, I went for Carlton too. I thought that they might get up.
I was a little worried when I tipped them, just because I thought the Saints weren't terrible last week, and then I'm quite happy the Saints didn't back it up.
Oh, look at the score now there.
Oh, wow. 45-7. Oof. Okay. Things not looking good.
And there was a reason I was worried about Port. That's the reason.
I mean, so I'm way jumping the gun here, but say Fremantle gets up in this game like we've both tipped them to.
Yep. Port are about to lose a lot of percentage.
Gets decimated. Does Port Adelaide respond when they're back on their home deck against Freo with finals on the line, potentially?
Don't know.
Yeah, it's really weird. And it's thinking too far ahead given that we're about to watch a game prior to that. But
it is, yeah. I love the retro jumper, not going to lie.
It's really good. Hey, like
their new jumper, their purple jumper is one of the best jumpers in the AFL.
I enjoy that too.
But wearing this every now and again, brilliant. Look at Mundy.
I
reckon Mundy actually wore that. Oh, so did Sandy, actually.
It's super fitting for the Sandy and Ballantyne farewell.
Yeah, 100%.
Super fitting.
You are a true fan, Riley. If only there was a way that we could actually give certain people titles in our streams and stuff.
Yeah. We owe you a biscuit, Riley. But yeah, no, I the retro jumpers, they're good. Like, I'm sort of eating humble pie on them a little because I bagged them out for years while supporting them, saying like, "What have we got a damn anchor on our chest that holds things down?" And I didn't like it at all. And when they changed it, I was super happy. And then they released these this week, and I'm like, "Oh my god!"
Well, it's because it's nostalgic. The retro jumper. I tell you what, like one of the worst jumpers in the history would be the old West Coast one of the early 2000s. The orangey one.
Oh god, the faded orange.
But if they brought that back for a
week,
I'd love it.
Yeah,
I'd love it.
That's the thing. Like, I mean, I was so nostalgic on it. Hey Oleg, thanks for joining, mate. If you've got a tip, feel free to leave it in the comments. The jerseys, those retro jerseys that teams can bring back are cool. I mean, the only one that should never ever be brought back is as my phone rings unprofessionally, is one like absolutely the Grey Hawthorn one when that somehow like becomes old enough to be considered retro. Never bring it back.
No, yeah,
Just burn it.
I agree.
Get rid of every copy that you had, and potentially also the light blue Carlton ones that were a disaster.
The M&M ones, yeah, that's right. Yeah,
Man, they were bad.
mind you, in saying that, I don't like the Carlton grey.
No, I don't like grey on any jersey. Like the whole point of the
Does
jersey.
Port Adelaide have a grey one as well, don't
Yeah,
they?
and it's terrible. Like the whole point of the jersey is to show your colours, and nothing could be a more neutral colour. Like, I mean, I suppose it's fitting for Port Adelaide at the moment, where they're just like, "Hey guys, we're 8th, maybe 9th. We are neutral and irrelevant."
It'd be fitting for Richmond.
Yeah, how's it?
Always ninth. Ninthman.
Oh yeah, 9th.
Yeah.
All right, fitting for Richmond.
You'll be a free biscuit. Meanwhile, I'll have to travel the Nullarbor.
It's worth it. They're good biscuits, man.
I mean, to be fair, they were only Monte Carlos, but
yeah, but
not the point.
When you compare them to the week before, where I had to eat a clove of garlic.
Yeah, well, I'm going to have to do something next week, judging by the score.
Yes,
so,
which I am going to be enjoying a lot.
I'm very clearly getting my certainty wrong this week. So if you haven't already done so, join the Discord and let us know what you want me to do.
A whole lot of ball game left, though.
Whole
lot of ball game left there.
Yeah. And next week is the last standard Footy Rivals show before we get to the finals.
It will be. I believe, actually, if you do go on to get your certainty wrong here and Port Adelaide do get crushed, does that tie us up heading into the final round?
I think it might.
Because I think I'm one behind at the moment.
I think I've
got one more wrong than you've got. All right. That's good. That's a nice little...
And I've been holding that over your head.
Oh, it's been
so long. The whole time.
I think I fell... Did I fall like in the first week?
In the first week, yeah.
Yeah. I had a bad run when we first set up certainties. Ugh. I was just tipping teams that were around the mark of the whole like 8-9 thing, and that was a bad idea. Oh, I loved that. The Essendon fan that was holding up, like there was a cracking photo on AFL.com.au.
Oh, coaching tips?
Yeah. And Woosh is just like looking at it.
Too.
That's like, oh, she thinks she's an expert. Cute. Like he's a premiership coach. And to be honest, Woosh, if Essendon go on to get decimated these next 2 weeks, and those are his final 2 games in Essendon, he should be remembered as a guy who was willing to be at the club through the time of what they were going through.
Yeah, well, like you just have to look at his first season there.
Like he put his hand up to deal with some serious crap.
His time there hasn't been great.
No,
in terms of what he's
accomplished,
had available to him.
Yeah, of course. Like I think he should be remembered. Essendon fans, I think, should remember him quite fondly for having held them together through such a terrible period in their history.
So, who gets best on ground?
The guy in the retro jersey right now, Nat Fyfe. He's going to get 3 votes, and this should be the round that sews up the Brownlow medal.
Who kicks first goal?
Hayden Ballantyne.
Ballard.
Hayden Ballantyne in the farewell. Come on.
That's a big call.
It's probably going to be Michael Walters or whoever played McKernan or something like that. But no, let's go with Ballers. I think Aaron Sandilands is going to do a vintage tap down to Nat Fyfe, and he's going to send it forward. There'll be a bit of a scrap, and Hayden Ballantyne will emerge with a goal.
And they parch them next to each other. The tallest bloke and the smallest bloke in the AFL, almost.
And they're really good mates, too. Like, really good mates away from the field. Like, Sandy always refers to Ballers as his little mate. I love that.
Well, why wouldn't you? He's half his size. Look at that. So much could happen.
Holy crap.
So much could happen if Freo win this.
And they got to win by a bit, too, because other teams have a hell of a lot of percentage on him, bar Essendon. Essendon's the only team that doesn't have percentage on them.
Mind you, in saying that, Adelaide dropped down a lot of percent today. Port Adelaide are looking to drop a lot of percent.
Yeah.
It's 51-13 in favour of North Melbourne there.
It's such a huge game. It's actually funny because we downplayed the significance of this a lot during
I still held out some hope on this game.
I downplayed it thinking the sting is gone. Fremantle lost to St Kilda, it's done. And now I'm sitting here going like, no.
There'd be much more sting if they won last week.
Yeah.
Yes, but there's no less sting in this game.
Yeah. Okay, so who's on Fyfe here? I don't know who that Stringer is it?
Yeah.
Okay, well, good luck to you.
First clearance? Not quite.
Also, Michael Walters' 150th.
Oh, yeah, that's right. Yeah.
Was presented with his jumper pre-game by Des Headland. Okay.
Was that 5?
Yeah, Nat 5's already on fire.
So he's got the yellow boots. 5?
Yeah, he does. Good Hodor.
So McCarthy came... Yeah, that's right. McCarthy came in, didn't he?
Yeah, which I'm not ready to say he would have won them the game last week because he's just Cam McCarthy, but he would have been helpful last week when they went forward. Like, it would have given them something.
Turn them inside out.
Great work, Hughes. Man, I love these jerseys. These are great.
Great kick.
And I don't know why I love them.
Monday.
I never really had any happy memories in them. Oh, it was Ballantyne. Get out of the way, Darcy.
Bowers is around the ball.
Get him on, Schultz.
He's still there. He's still there.
Get him the goal. So
He really wants it.
I never
He
got your
really
tip for
wants
first
it.
goal. Who are you going to go here?
I don't know.
It's going to be someone around
It's too
the ball,
late
I
now
guess.
because the
it's too
game
late
started.
now. We're in the goal square.
Let's give him a shout out. Yes, Ruffy. If anyone is in Melbourne, make sure you get to Roughead's farewell game.
That will be absolutely fantastic. That's a legend of your club right there, Riley. Okay. Come on, Sandy. Also versing
Bowers.
Zach Clark, who was Sandilands' understudy for many years.
Yeah.
Nice little tidbit. Here we go. Connor. Oh, Hughes, well done.
In Crowley's old number.
Oh, that's an excellent kick.
Brilliant kick, yeah. Who's that?
David Mundy.
Yeah. I don't watch the Dockers enough to know who they are from a distance.
Yeah.
Like, unlike West Coast, I can tell you're a West Coast player from the distant angle.
I'm the exact same with West Coast. Like, someone will take a mark and I'll be like, who is that? And I'll be like, oh.
As soon as it zooms in, I'm like, oh, I know who that is.
Yeah.
But from far out, I've got no clue.
Yeah, like if Jackson Nelson takes a mark in like a zoomed out, like, angle, I'm just like, what's going on?
Does he kick it?
He's a good kick for goal.
Does he kick it?
Yes or no? I'm backing him in, yeah.
All right.
He did not.
Sprays it to the right.
I'm just going to back them in at all times tonight. All times. Come on, boys. Ethan Hughes has got some quality touches early too. Looking a little like Crowley, to be honest.
Oh, copped a knee to the head. He copped a backhand in the goal square.
Right.
From his own teammate,
It's totally fitting.
Yeah.
It's totally fitting. Bella's farewell had to have him getting
He's
hit
been
in the head.
lively early, though.
Yeah,
he's been
for
around the
sure.
ball. He's been wanting the
I think
ball.
he's pretty pumped up.
It's a good kick. It's a good shepherd off the
It
ball,
was,
too.
yeah, it was well done by McGrath there. And now they're going to break
Not going to
away.
stop Shields if he's on the burst. How's the kick?
Dooman.
It's not a great kick.
Well done, Dooman. That's tough. You're right. That wasn't a great kick, but that's a very tough defensive assignment to guard that kick too.
And Fantasia wasn't great in holding his bodywork up there either. Any 45?
Oh god,
jeez.
Ed Langdon is literally like the worst field kick in the AFL. I think
He's like, come to me.
He's so bad at it.
Not great. He's surrounded by 3 Bombers
I know what he's
players.
trying to do, but that is not the time to do that.
It's great.
All right, you got numbers. Come on. Even just work a stoppage out of this.
Yeah, but Stringer's just...
That's ball. They've
Yeah,
called it.
no,
They've
thank
called
you.
it. Yeah. Bad kick by Brad Hill. Like, I know that's the game plan.
He was calling someone in, and he
Yeah.
wasn't getting the runner that he wanted to come in, but he was committed to that direction.
Oh, God.
That's shocking.
Yeah, I don't know what was going on there.
Well, the kick to him missed,
Yeah.
and the ball just escaped him.
I don't know who it came from. Okay, where's Nat 5? He's at the foot. Oh, God.
Well,
Oh, no.
you got your first goal wrong.
It's fine. I'm used to this. It's a good goal.
I'm very interested to watch you today.
I'm pretty
tonight.
dejected after that, to be honest.
I'm very, very interested to watch to watch. I'm going to be watching the game, and I'm also going to have a side spectacle.
It gets interesting.
Clark decisively won that,
particularly because it's going to be close. Because like who did West Coast play in the watch party where we watched them, because they decimated whoever they were playing.
Essendon.
Oh right, yeah. And then they killed them, and it was like a really boring like cakewalk game. All right. So I didn't really get the chance to see the intense West Coast fan within you.
No.
I feel like tonight you may get the chance.
Maybe. Look at that efficiency.
Yeah.
Not great.
You know, some pretty dud kicks from Freo. They need to sort of settle in. And the nerves are getting them or something. That's fine. Well done, Hughes.
No, that's a mark. That's a good mark.
Yeah, that's great. He's been really good in the opening 5 minutes.
Overlap. There you go.
And now run.
Brad Hill's
Hill's
still
going to
going.
be the... Oh, God, Ed Langdon. Every time he kicks it, like, I shudder.
So far, he was... Yep. There we go.
There we go.
He's got another kick on him.
Have a bounce, man.
No, he didn't have the room. He's being shut down.
Yeah, McGrath got there. Damn it.
Yeah. It's awkward. It wasn't necessarily an awkward kick. It's just an awkward structure ahead of the ball.
Yeah, good read by Hurley to come across too.
Where is everyone? Well, you're the only person there at the moment, Riley, and we are in Mandurah, about an hour south of Perth.
Yeah. The hometown of Fremantle Dockers' actual affiliate waffle club. So there you go, in Peel Thunder. There's some info for you.
That's out of the bounds on the. That is a shocking kick.
Thank God.
He kicked that on the back step. That's why that happened. Then
here's Ethan Hughes again.
That's
excellent.
Not 15, but we'll just
whatever. We'll
let that slide.
Pretty sure those squares are supposed to be like 5 on the oval, but it never matters. That's okay. Is this Darcy Tucker? Yeah. A lot of one-on-one going on.
Yeah. Look, center pointed.
Is that Valentine?
It looks like.
No, that was Tucker again. Okay. He's been playing well, Tucker. He's had a pretty good few weeks. Sort of tracks under the radar a bit for Freo, but he's literally become one of their better midfielders. Oh, good work, Fife. Oh,
shocking handball.
Yeah, that's okay.
So much
time.
Okay. Go back to Walters. He's got the better boot.
Yeah. That's okay. You had a go. It didn't work out. You held possession. That's not too bad.
Switches on.
That's not an ideal kick at all. Oh, my God.
Spent it before he had
Jesus,
it. And
Hammer.
you've turned that in.
Oh,
wow.
That
came off lucky.
That is pure luck.
That was not
and they might actually be able to craft a run from it.
Yeah. Now go.
Yeah, here we go. Keep running, Brad Hill. Oh.
Yeah, he just stopped dead in the water.
He could have kept going.
He just stopped.
The handball was on for him.
Even not the handball. He could have shepherded.
Oh, God. And they're going to be away here. This is...
Yeah, space. Lots of space. Over the...
this is going to be a 2-on-1. Okay, come on, Hamling. Well done. Essendon's pressure is... A-grade right now. Maybe not their pressure, but their structure. Like, Fremantle doesn't really have anywhere to go off half-back.
I wouldn't say that. I'd say Fremantle's foot skills are really letting them down.
Pretty bad. They'd take a stoppage here. A stoppage would be nice. Okay, we'll take that.
Stop and reset. Fife looks cooked already, actually.
I think he always just looks that way.
There's 2 contests that I've seen him go for in the air. And he wasn't.
Yeah.
He wasn't committed like he would normally be. So he's slow to get.
Yeah, he was
back
slow
up.
there.
He looks cool.
It's keeping an eye on him there, and that wasn't good. Okay, come on, Sandy, man of the moment. A good gather.
Jeez,
that's terrible.
It must be dewy or something.
It has been raining off and on, yeah. Come on, Mundy. Okay. Do something, Connor.
Yeah.
Anything.
Shook him. Plenty of players out to the wing. Yep. They haven't been able to get it forward of half for a while.
I mean, fortunately, everyone's kind of just touching the footy.
We got
so
some run.
they should be able to be getting a feel for it. Here we go. Come on, Ed. Well, Conker, that was for you. Oh, here we go.
Nah,
Damn it,
yeah,
son.
he cooked it. Wrong side of the leg.
Conker needed to commit there and just take the mark.
Yeah, but I think Walters didn't call him in.
Yeah, okay.
And that was the problem. If he called him in, he
Yeah.
goes. That's just a lack of forward communication.
Yeah, this should drop him. Ethan Hughes is playing good. I'm enjoying his game so far.
Look at that pocket of space.
Yeah,
Yeah,
there we go.
perfect.
And really good lead by
Perfect.
McCarthy. Really good lead by McCarthy there. That was A grade.
It was a pocket of space,
Yeah.
30 meters clear of
And
anything.
he
I
just-
thought Walters was going to lead into
Yeah.
it, and I was like, please don't, because you don't have the space
Yeah.
on your man to utilize that. And then Cam McCarthy just comes from
Totally
the side, from the
demanded
center.
it. Like
yeah.
Ethan Hughes had no choice but to kick it there
Brilliant
because it was like
forward
just
craft.
caught the eye.
He needs to kick
Got
this
everyone
though.
else flat-footed.
Fremantle have momentum. He needs to slot it.
Oh,
that's-
God.
Okay. I'm watching you boys whilst watching North Port multitasking. Yeah, well, I don't want to watch that game.
You guys have, stemmed the flow. Port's not coming back, but they've
Port,
stemmed the
if
flow.
Port can kick another goal before halftime,
God.
they'll be 30 points down.
This is a goal. Oh,
Wow,
God.
shocking
Stringer
hand
just-
pass. And
Oh.
a shocking commitment. He went the man instead of the ball.
Over. Hughes just doesn't do. I don't know what that was. That's disgusting. And again, that can come back to McCarthy just not icing his own finish.
This attack on the play here, right?
Oh God. Yeah, this is bad from is it Blake?
He either needs to
Hughes.
completely body him,
Yeah,
or go for the ball, and he went for neither.
he just got caught
Yeah.
behind. Like I don't know what that was. This angle will be better.
He just
I
misjudged
just don't-
where Fantasia was
I
going
don't
to be.
understand this at all.
He ended up. See, look at that.
Stay goal side.
Yeah.
In that instance,
What he was
stay.
What
with
he was
the play
doing
in
was
front of you.
he was going for the ball, right, and then the ball rolled faster
Yeah.
than he thought it was going to, and then he ended up being behind both player and ball.
I think he just needed to body Fantasy.
He needed to come in
just,
and lay a big
you know,
hip and shoulder on Fantasy.
Yeah. Even then, if you give away a free kick, it's a set shot, whatever. It's not an open goal.
Yeah. Plus, if you get low enough and you body him up,
Yeah.
it's straight down the front.
So it must have been about this point last week that Essendon got 21 goals straight kicked against them, right? Let's do that. Let's just do that again.
What was it? In the opening 90 seconds of the game, they had 2 goals.
Yeah, I think
Or something
so.
like that.
Something, yeah.
And then
Crazy.
nothing. Hey, Docker fan, how you going?
Yeah, thanks for joining us, Docker fan. It's somber watching for the two of us so far, but you know what? It's still a contest. Whole lot of ball game left.
See, Fremantle looks sharp around the contest, but
Yeah.
they're not
Just really
on,
bad in space.
They're not on in everything else.
Here we go. See, that's good. Like
Yeah, around the
contest,
contest, they
fine.
look on.
The tackles are there, the pressure's there, and then they get out in open space and they are just butchering everything.
Yeah.
I mean, it's been raining, but Essendon's not butchering much. Like, there's no excuse. Brayshaw really needs to get in and get a touch here. There we go. Okay.
From behind.
That's
That's
a
cool.
good
that's
contest.
Cool.
Well
Good.
done. Well done, Bellas.
I
Ugh.
couldn't quite. It's like great front.
Oh,
center
come on,
balance.
Bellas. Oh, good handball.
You knew that wasn't going to end. You knew he was not a left foot kick.
Ed
then.
Langdon is an awful kick, man. I mean, there's a lot of talk about him joining a Victorian club, and I've got a mate who he barracks for 302, and literally every time we come up with it, he's like, I don't care. He can't kick. I don't want the footballer that can't kick. Here he goes again.
And yeah, he's always.
And then what is that
This
hand
is,
pass?
I think this is about the 4th time he's had the ball coming into inside 50.
He is literally built into their game plan for that. His run down the wing is great, but his disposal efficiency is god awful.
He needs a summer of learning how to kick on the run then.
Oh, totally. That should have been.
No,
He got
that's fine.
foot to it? He got
Even
foot
if he
to it?
doesn't, it's an attempt.
Okay, yeah, right. Oh,
That's a free every day.
He got a boot to it anyway. What the hell?
I'm sorry, but that big shove out is a free kick.
Like, extended arm too. Like, come on.
Even if it's in the side,
what are we looking at?
That's a massive free kick.
Yeah. Okay. You had numbers. Just stoppage and go. Get back behind the ball again. Jesus. Get back on the field.
Yeah, they're not doing much though. Fife's had no impact.
No, not really. Like the opening bounce, he had 2 touches, and since then I've not seen much at all.
Yeah, holding
Fremantle.
Darcy.
Okay. Someone get in the ball.
Yeah.
Come on.
Holding on Darcy.
Yeah. Oh god, no, because that's a much better option. That's unfortunate.
Massive mix.
It's always going to happen, and I don't know how that became a thing.
McGrath.
Here they go.
There it goes.
Oh,
Speedster to speedster. It was a good chase.
It was a good chase.
Yeah. What was Hamling doing there?
Yeah, I don't know.
Completely lost the body.
Tough when you just got the midfielders just streaming in, but like that's just. They should never like. How did that mismatch happen where Hurley is literally on Switkowski? Bad forward setup from Freo, which is something I've said a fair bit in my time on this planet.
Yeah, Hamling just completely lost body there.
Yeah, he did. I thought the chase by Brayshaw might have just done enough.
Yeah, put enough pressure on, but no, it was a good kick.
Well, this is very not good.
No, there's a lot of time left, though.
Former teammates, right? They want a flag together, Hamling and Stringer, of course.
Yes.
Yep. That is correct, Docker fans. That Clark is playing against his old team. And actually,
to be
he's
fair,
doing okay.
He hasn't been great this year, though.
No. I mean, he's a waffle guy.
So far, this is probably the best game he's played.
Yeah,
this year.
and he's just being competitive. He's not really racking up his own stats or anything. He's just competing.
His best year would have been 13, yeah?
Yeah, for sure. Because he looked like
he looked good in 13.
like a promising young ruckman who would one day take over from Aaron Sandilands. It's just never eventuated. I do remember watching a derby once where he absolutely towed West Coast and being like, whoa, this dude is for real. And then, he wasn't really for real.
Yeah, I can see the score. I can see the score, Riley. 73-21, and it's only the second quarter.
Okay, there we go. Ed Langdon has got so much of the football, and he has just wasted nearly every kick of it.
Sandilands.
Get out of the way, McCarthy. Why fly in that instance?
McCarthy didn't spoil him, though. There was a defender in between them. To be fair, it was McCarthy's fault, because McCarthy brought his defender into the contest when he couldn't impact.
I thought, just stay away. You've got the Sandilands right there.
What he needed to do was he needed to shepherd his defender out.
Yeah. All right, go Andy. That's okay.
Center it.
Yeah. Come on, Conker.
Great kick.
It was a great kick, and it's a good mark.
Yeah, no, that's great under pressure.
Well done.
Same spot. A little bit wider.
Yeah,
he's
a little bit wider.
I reckon he's about 3 meters wider than what he was.
He's generally actually quite an
and
accurate
he's not thinking about it. He's already walking in.
Yeah, he
doesn't want to think about it. He knows that this is the same shot.
And he's just pushed it to the other side.
Well, at least he scored this time. Last time he didn't even score.
Yeah, overcorrection.
So, I mean, he's overcorrected from a non-score to a score. So maybe if he overcorrects again, he'll get the goal.
Riley's just letting us know that Ben Brown has 6 already. They're in the second quarter.
Actually, that's pretty good for him, because that means that pulls him back into
potentially.
Coleman.
Yeah, I don't know. Like, Jeremy Cameron obviously isn't playing this week. I don't know how far behind he is. That was okay. That was good to get a hand to it.
Yeah.
Ooh.
He's a big unit, though.
Ben Brown is top of the Coleman medal.
He's top of the Coleman medal? Yeah.
Really?
I thought he was close.
Jeez, I thought Jeremy Cameron was still.
No, I thought Cameron was only maybe 6th in front.
Wow.
So I think that might actually draw him level.
Which is cool. I like Ben Brown. Why not? I actually kind of wish Cameron would get one, but
Ballas?
This is great. That's a good kick.
It is, yeah.
That's an excellent kick.
I think he was actually, he was 6 behind, so it's equal now. I was right, yeah.
Ah, okay, yeah.
There we go.
Yes! Come on!
He overcorrected again, and it went straight
Alright.
through.
Yeah, third time's the charm. Helps when you're
Speaking
like
of
20 meters closer too.
Speaking of Cameron, Charlie Cameron today, 5 goals.
He's killing it, man. Did he kick 4 the week before, I think?
Kicked 6 the week before.
6? Oh, Jesus. Yeah,
He's kicked 51 or 52 goals for the year now.
Adelaide could have used him today.
Well, you're not wrong. Who got a goal there? McCarthy got the goal. I think
yeah.
Valentine was actually going for goal there.
You think he was? I thought he was setting that up.
100%. Yeah,
Okay.
you could tell
How
by.
good is this? How good's this retro?
That's sick.
He's got the like speed dealer sunnies on too.
If only he still had his mullet.
Oh, that's excellent. Yeah, no, did you see Jamie Elliott today as well? Got 5.
No, I didn't see that.
He got 5 in the Pies demolition of the Crows. Okay,
Clean pickup.
could have been ball. He definitely didn't dispose of it correctly and probably had time, but whatever, we'll take it. Great pressure.
Gone.
Great pressure, Schultz.
That's gone.
Well done, Lockie Schultz. Yeah, I thought so too. Get up. Good work, Mundy. Oh, good. Go, Dooman.
That's a play on.
I really like this kid. Hey, he's got a lot of bowls. Taylor Dooman.
Gee, that hang up for a long time.
Maybe too much balls there.
I
need you taking that
I like
risk,
this
man.
kid.
Yeah.
His turnover is going to create a score here.
I did like that kid. I don't anymore.
You cursed. You know the old commentator curse?
I've actually...
You just gave that to him then.
I think that's like the 3rd time tonight I've already killed someone. Maybe I should just shut up. Get off my team, Taylor Dooman.
That was brilliant timing.
Crow's going to be in the 8 despite losing by 70. Very possible, gamer. No one around.
If Port Adelaide just need to score more.
No one wants to finish 8th. No one wants it.
We said that 3 weeks ago.
Yeah. And it's literally just stayed true. Good.
Oh, Stringer.
Sucked in.
He was running to the right there. That's why it went there.
Yeah. No one wants 8th spot.
Genuinely, everyone that is vying for 8th position keeps losing.
Is everyone just terrified of maybe having to play GWS?
Maybe no one.
Who cares?
Maybe everyone's tanking.
Maybe, yeah. It seems that way. That's a good kick.
It's not.
It was a best of a bad situation kick.
No one picked Geelong to lose by 1 point. No.
I believe
and Brisbane go
in our
a
tips,
game clear.
This guy right here had Brisbane, I believe. I think I had Brisbane in our tips.
But not by 1 point.
No, not by 1 point.
Did I go Brisbane or Geelong?
I think you went the Cats.
Yeah, right. I mean, I was close.
I think it was one of the only tips we differed on.
We did a few different, actually,
did
yeah. I've gone every home game this year, and every home game has been the same start. We'll finish poorly. This game, we just sucked the whole game. Oh, the Crows. Yeah.
I might just check some stats, because I'm very intrigued to see how many touches Ed Langman's got for a guy that's had 0 effect on the game.
High tackle.
Oh, that's rough, man.
Oh, there must have
I
been...
don't know. That got called
that Parrish tackle must have happened just before Walters, because Walters got done high.
I think they're calling it on Walters for a high bump.
I'd like to see the replay on this, actually.
Yeah.
Pushing
him in the back. Okay. Get out of here.
Are you going to show the replay?
Yeah, that would be handy. Wow, Ed Langdon has 13 disposals already.
Yeah, he's been everywhere.
Wow. He's got 48 fantasy points. Damn it.
And he slotted it anyway.
Yeah, I'd love to see the replay.
Yeah, where's the replay?
Are the stats?
Here we go.
Okay. Oh, actually, yeah, the stats can wait.
No, that's fair.
there.
Yeah.
I thought it was in the side watching it live, but no, that's there. The Ardmona Cats lose by 300. They do, Gamer. They do. So yeah, other stats. Cam McCarthy has 3 touches with 1 mark. Michael Walters has 9 disposals. David Mundy
he's
has
been up
7.
and around the ball though. They could really use him in the forward 50.
Yeah, and Nat Fife just the 6. For Essendon, Jake Stringer with the 6 and a goal, and he leads the way for them ahead of Dylan Shield with 5. And also Merritt and McKenna have 5.
Sandilands has just got like 4 possessions in the middle. I mean, that's just a shank, right?
How is it deliberate?
That's like, surely that's just a shank.
Come off it, man. If he was going to... Why kick it out there when you could shank it inside 50? Clearly, that's a terrible call. Get out of here, umpire. Oh, my God. Why would anyone have wanted to kick it out there? It's like just a shank. You can
clearly tell that's a shank.
No one in that position in their right minds would go, oh, I'd love a stoppage on my forward flank.
Holds it in the tackle.
He's a supreme specialist at that.
That's all right.
Oh, we'll take that. Okay, come on, Sonny. Ah, damn it, Sard. And get that over the line.
Yeah.
Well done, Griffin Logue. Yeah, still baffled at the deliberate call. I don't know what the hell that was.
No, yeah, it's a bit of a strange one.
Good 5.
What?
That was actually quite well done because he could have committed to the footy there and it would have ended badly for Switkowski.
I think Clark's having a bigger impact.
Oh my God.
That's a brilliant handball.
That is the worst.
That is genuinely a very good handball though.
That's an excellent handball. I'll give you that. But it should never have come to that with those 2 Fremantle players that just both went up for the ball. What the hell was that? Look this, it's Chera and it's Dooman. Oh my God. Dooman needed to just spoil.
Look at that though. You can't teach that.
Tim Woody just took one
You
look at David
genuinely
Bundy and was
can't
like,
teach
yeah,
that.
nah, you're not catching me, man. That's a great handball, yeah. That's brilliant.
Yeah, this is looking bad.
Yeah, that is looking bad.
They're 4 goals down.
Game is coming. I go to every Crows game, but normally end up focusing on other sport.
I mean, for the last 2 years, I probably don't blame you.
Yeah.
Freo need to kick a goal.
Yeah,
here.
they really need something here.
They cannot
Shepard,
go into...
Shepard, Switkowski. Okay,
he just got bodied.
He got a free. He's got a free. Yeah. Well done, Crowden. Get up to him quickly. Brayshaw was on, man. This guy's not a great kick. Just set that
in the
up.
hot spot. That's
yes!
I knew.
Sean Darcy.
I was about to say it's a brilliant kick.
Sean Darcy. All right. Okay. Now this one, I don't know how this is going to go.
What is with your commentary today? This guy's not a good kick.
Oh, and
hits it perfectly.
I know. I watched him spray like 3 shots on goal last week.
Do you even know your own team?
Clearly not. I mean, I'm really happy I'm wrong on this instance. But like, he usually shanks it.
And he's
all right.
Smack over the middle of the
Excellent
goal umpire's hat.
Great work.
Brilliant.
Hodor. Well done.
Now, I don't think they'll get another one here. But if they can, it would be tremendous momentum.
If they can get one and cut it to within 10 points, that'd be huge. Huge. I mean, that goal in itself is kind of big.
Look at that kick.
The encouraging thing for Fremantle is literally just they're kicking themselves out of the game right now. Like Essendon, they're making Essendon look supreme. So all they got to do is rein in their own errors.
Imagine kicking 80 points in one half.
Holy crap. Imagine putting your certainty on the team that let someone
Adelaide
kick 80
score can be considered a normal half-time score of 22 points.
Yeah,
right?
it's not bad.
Against 80.
Yeah.
Australia in trouble in the Ashes? What's the score for the Ashes? Man?
Yeah, I don't know. I saw they were looking iffy last night. Oh, well done, Darcy. Oh,
No, that's all right. Back up.
there's a bit of time here.
Good bounce.
Yeah, come on. And that's a great kick.
Brilliant. That's a free and 50.
It doesn't matter. Yes.
I'm sorry,
Come
but
on.
that's a free kick and 50. He should be
Totally.
taking that shot from the goal square.
Yeah, that was ridiculous. Yeah.
5 for 102. Ooh, that's not great for Australia.
That was, great kick by Mundy. Lower the eyes, look inside. Big start, 10 disposals.
Oh, Walters.
Yes, it swung back. And a goal.
I said I didn't
And
think
a
they were
goal.
a chance. They did that in under a minute.
Thank God.
Well,
Thank
that's
God.
that's a good result because
Oh, really good. Really good.
yeah, like because the Bombers have been dominating the score.
Yeah. Not the game. Yeah, you're right. Like, they've been good in the game. Probably,
They've been good. Well, like we said before, they've been good in the contest, but around the
Yeah.
ground they've been shocking. In the
Yeah.
last 5 minutes, they fixed up the around the ground.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
Ah, the retro jersey. Good stuff.
Too bad we won't see Brad Hill pulling on the jumper.
I know, right? You're like,
He's not gonna do that, is he?
no, surely not.
Imagine if he did, and then just a couple of weeks later,
Well,
he's
it's like,
gone.
I'm out,
He's
guys.
gone.
Catch her. Oh, time for another? Come on.
That's a great hand pass by Mundy.
That's excellent. Nah, this is going to get...
No, that was a
diffused,
good early jump.
isn't
The
it?
early jump. That's
a
holding
free.
the man,
Yeah,
Hurley.
come
What
on,
are
come on,
you doing?
hurry. Call the time. Yeah, good.
Yeah.
They called the time.
The early jump, I don't know who that player is.
Crowden. That's Mitch Crowden.
Yeah, that's what put Hurley out of it.
Yeah, he's really good with the 1%.
And Darcy.
Oh! He dropped it. He got hands to it, man. He got hands to it.
Yeah, that was the best chance.
Fremantle's all over them in this period, though. This is... I almost wish the quarter went for an extra 5 minutes.
No, I don't agree, Docker. I don't think the retro jumper should be out all the time. There was a reason that you guys wanted to get rid of it.
It wouldn't be anywhere near as special or cool,
No.
too.
No.
Like,
See,
I love it.
And this
I
is the
love
thing
it.
as well. West Coast, like even in 2015, West Coast wore the wings for the grand final, but
That's
they still
right,
had the
yeah.
tricolours
That's right.
as their normal Guernsey, right?
Yeah.
Now that West Coast actually dons the wings all the time, they have no retro jumper to go to
Yeah.
besides
That's
the retro
right.
logo.
Yeah. I do like the West Coast jersey, though.
So
I
I
think it's one of the better ones.
Oh, yeah,
Yeah,
yeah.
it's a good jersey. Yeah.
Port deserve to wear the black and white stripes. They don't deserve to wear the black and white stripes. I saw some things on Reddit during the week where it wasn't, they had the prison bars, but it was the Port Adelaide colours. It wasn't black and white.
Right.
And it looked brilliant.
Yeah, okay.
Yeah, and I reckon they should do that.
Yeah.
Come out with the
right.
prison bars, but in the Port Adelaide colours.
Yeah, that would be fine.
Yeah, much.
Yeah.
Yeah, as opposed to
I
using
mean,
the Collingwood colours.
Because
which
if
is
we're
what
going to
they
say
are.
they deserve to wear the black and white, I mean, come on, it's clearly Collingwood's.
Yeah, and the reason that
jersey
people bang on about it is because Port Adelaide were an established club before that. But what people don't understand as well is that they joined a different league.
Yeah,
They
exactly.
didn't just promote themselves into the AFL. They joined a different league.
Yeah, yeah.
So that's Gold Coast is the worst Guernsey. See, I
I don't hate
like.
those. I'm not a massive fan of the colour scheme, but the jersey
see,
itself
I
and the
like-
logo, I think is
I
fine.
love the colour scheme.
I
love
I
the
love
Gold
its-
Coast logo even, and a lot of people hate it. But I love it because it's just a point of difference in the competition.
The logo's not bad. The colours I don't like personally, but I do enjoy how they relate clearly to life saving and being on the Gold Coast. You know, they're like the royal life saving colours. You know,
No,
that's cool.
I love the colour scheme because it's
Yeah.
just we don't see those kind of colours in the AFL.
That's true.
obviously.
Yeah.
It's just a point of difference. And I think if the Gold Coast actually get up and start winning and everything, and you start
Yeah.
seeing a lot more of that colour injected
It
into the
would
crowds,
probably, how bad
Yeah.
they are probably affects our perception of
possibly.
their attire.
Possibly.
Like, that's crazy. How bad do you have to be for us to pick on your clothes as well?
Yeah, pretty much gamer. But in saying that, I personally don't count VFL flags
I don't count
either.
anything
I
that predates West Coast, like joining the AFL.
I don't count anything predating 1990 when the actual change happened.
Yeah. Okay, that's fair enough too.
Yeah. So
yeah,
I
don't
separate the VFL from the AFL.
Yeah, absolutely. And I don't care if people tell me that like Essendon has 16 flags.
They don't. They have one.
One. Yeah, that was 2000.
Oh, sorry, two. 93 as well.
Oh, okay, yeah, right, 93. They should have three, but the Lions.
They should have four.
That,
actually, they should have had a three. They should have won in '99. But
oh
Carlton,
yeah, who did that? Carlton came out of nowhere. Didn't they?
Well, it wasn't just that they came out. This is the '99 season is the reason why Carlton are shit even now. Is because they broke the salary cap.
That's right.
To beat Essendon in '99.
Right. Yeah.
And then they ended up getting smacked in the grand final.
And then Essendon destroyed Melbourne the year later, and then was supposed to destroy Brisbane in 2001, and Brisbane decided they were going to win the next three.
Yeah.
What do you think of a world where Brisbane is the minor premier in a week's time? That's really weird.
Say that again, sorry?
What do you think of a world where Brisbane is the minor premier in like a week or two? In a week's time?
I think they'll lose next week.
So they've got Richmond next week.
Yeah.
I think they'll lose at the G2
against Richmond.
I don't know if they can follow up a high, like an emotional high, like they've just had.
I'm still banking on us winning. I think.
Yeah.
I'm still banking on us getting the minor premiership.
Yeah.
But I don't know.
Yeah. That comes down to this. It comes down to tomorrow. Like,
I mean, even if we lose tomorrow, it's not a big deal because we've got Hawthorn. I think Brisbane will still lose, and Geelong play Carlton down at Cardinia.
Yeah.
I still think I think Richmond might give Brisbane a bit of a toweling up.
Yeah, that wouldn't surprise me.
Coming into the finals, which isn't necessarily a bad thing. It's a good kick up the bum coming to finals for them.
I think,
and
Richmond
I do think we still
West
end up
Coast.
second. I still think we end up either first or second.
I think if Richmond's going to towel up Brisbane, they need to beat West Coast. I don't think they're going to lose to West Coast and then towel up Brisbane. I don't know why I feel that way.
No,
I just don't think that's going to happen.
It's just a kick up the bum because both of those teams have been on big win streaks.
Yeah, that's true.
So, what's your thoughts on AFL trying games overseas? I like it, but I would prefer it if it wasn't in-season games. I'd prefer it if it was exhibition games at the moment. And I reckon that we should actually do exhibition games not in the USA, but in England.
Yeah.
Because England already have established cricket ovals.
Well,
they've already got the established infrastructure to support an AFL
correct me if I'm wrong, didn't West Coast and Freo once or maybe a couple of times play like a preseason derby in England? I think they did, and I think there was an ultimate biff between like Rowan Jones and some dud who was playing centre half forward for Dockers at the time. I remember this for some reason.
Andrew, there is no way you've turned 8. What? When I first met you through YouTube, you were 14. What? When did that happen?
Well, happy birthday, man.
Yes, happy birthday. And
welcome
Geelong, you celebrated your birthday with a Geelong loss. So, best ultimate birthday present to you, friend.
Thanks to the dude you let go. Thanks to the dude they let go. Oh, man. No, happy birthday, man. Welcome to legality.
I'm just going to go get another drink. I wanted to do it during the quarter time.
Oh, yeah. So, here we go, guys. We're on second quarter. Fremantle kicked 2 goals in the last 90 seconds, I think it was. Any predictions or anything? Drop them in. Any notes that you want to talk about? Drop them in. Need to bring back a good preseason cup. Bring back the Wizard Cup. I agree, Aussie. Bring back the Wizard Cup. It was a good cup. Who won? Like St Kilda won the last one? Or Carlton, maybe? I don't know. Docker fans saw Michael Johnson yesterday. Yeah, kind of like seeing a lot of stuff that's just making me nostalgic about the old Dockers team. Do you think that Tasmania should have its own team? I think it will in time, Riley. I think that's the AFL's next focus is clearly going to be Tasmania. Like, There was a story here in WA a while ago that there were 2 local towns, and one was Mandurah. One was the town that Ryan and I live in, that would like to vie for the AFL's next team. Clearly, it's a pipe dream, because I think the AFL even came out and said, we're just focused on Tasmania. So yeah, it wouldn't surprise me if there's an AFL team in Tasmania shortly. They don't produce a huge amount of players. Like, they don't... Like, I think there's only been like 1 or 2 from Tasmania that have been drafted recently, but... yeah, it wouldn't surprise me if Tasmania have a team at, the near future.
It wouldn't surprise me.
It would surprise Ryan. Okay, why would it surprise
The
you?
AFL just don't back in Tasmania.
Well, they came out recently and said, like, promoting the game in Tasmania. Oh, they did say promoting the game in Tasmania is our focus.
Yeah.
That doesn't mean making a team.
No, I don't think they'll get one. Not for a while. There won't be any new teams until GWS and Gold Coast are established.
Well up and running. Either that or the Gold Coast is folded. One of the 2.
I don't think they will, because even though they're not performing well on field, the work off field in bringing grassroots,
they've done a lot in Queensland.
They've done
a lot.
They've done more than the Brisbane than the Lions have. Yeah.
What did you think of, like, midweek Gil McLaughlin, like, coming out and saying that he wishes Stephen Coniglio would stay with the Giants?
Not his place to say anything.
No, I was totally with that. Like, I know that would be his view, and that's a no shit comment, but I just don't agree with him making that comment.
In his position, shouldn't be making comments like that.
Yeah, he should just say that's not my, area to be making any comment. That was good. Well done, Schultz.
What's your thoughts on having a grand final in alternative venues? 100%.
I like it.
I
agree like with it. I'm all for it. I don't understand.
To be perfectly honest, this stadium here that you're watching the game on should have been made as an 80,000 stadium.
I totally...
Because I know Fremantle won't sell out an 80,000 seat stadium, but West Coast, week in and week out, will.
You think they would week in and week out?
Yeah.
Yeah, I think...
Week in, week out, now they do. 60,000 is not enough for West Coast.
With sustained elite play. If they were to drop off at any point, I think that would bring it into question.
No, I don't necessarily agree with that either, because... even if you go back to 2008 to 2010 period, when West Coast were not great, that was still like selling at home crowds.
See, even to the grand final argument, even the seating argument, like, I get that that's the main thing. Oh, it fits 100,000 people. What other venue does? I don't care. For like a lot of that is just corporates. Like, and that's
Most
the reason the AFL want to keep it at the G.
To actually be perfectly honest, if you and a lot of it is MCC members, not AFL members.
Yeah.
As well. If you take out the MCC members, right, which is about 20,000 or something like that, and you take out the corporate sponsors and stuff as well,
you're down to...
Then the fans would fill up Optus Stadium to the same level as what they do the G.
Absolutely. And I just don't... I like the idea of moving around. I don't understand why a team should constantly, like a Melbourne-based team, should constantly have the luxury of not travelling.
Yeah.
I hate that idea. Call me salty because I'm from WA, but I goddamn hate it.
You only need to go and look at last year's grand final. West Coast finished second. They win both of their home games, so they are the home team.
Yeah.
But they play the opposition's home ground. It is an unfair advantage.
Oh, totally.
To Melbourne teams and everything. Now, it's playing at the G, that's fine. I disagree with the notion that they're going to be playing there for the next 50-odd years.
Oh, that was a ridiculous...
Considering the contract before that wasn't due to end until 2029, I think.
But let's extend it like 47 years.
That's ridiculous.
Absolutely ridiculous.
That was a stupid move. And it was done without consenting the other clubs and stuff as well.
Yeah. Yeah, this is nice. I just saw Ballantyne having a scrap with Sard. That's nostalgic right there, man. It wouldn't be a Ballantyne farewell. He's already been clocked in the head and come off with a blood roll, and now he's in a scrap. And he set up a goal. Brilliant.
MCG does need an upgrade. The MCG needs to be able to seat more than 100,000 people because, I'm telling you now, grand final, Boxing Day, more than 100,000 people would go there.
Totally. Well, that was clever.
Yeah, that's clever.
That was super clever. And that's a
brilliant
good
kick, yeah.
Okay, Freo's in trouble here. They may have held things up long enough.
Optus Stadium, from what I understand, I haven't actually been there, but from what I understand, is the best ground
100%
in the country.
I mean, like, I haven't been to every ground, and Adelaide Oval's one that I actually kind of want to go to, but I've been to Optus for like 3 games now. I think, 3. And it's a brilliant experience, man. The seats, it's impossible to find a crappy seat.
Yeah. There's no pillars and stuff that block your views like
There's
there was
no, and the stands are raised above the ground, as we can see here in this game. It's an excellent ground to watch footy at. Oh, damn it!
It's all right. Freo are controlling around the ground better than what they were.
Oh yeah, 100%. This is just a frustrating goal leak that's gonna come up for them. You know what I'm gonna do while I watch Essendon kick a goal, because I don't want to watch that. Well, I'm gonna do something I do want to do, and I'm gonna check the stats at North Melbourne and Port Adelaide.
Oh, please don't.
Okay, so it's 81-22 at the moment.
Yeah, we see that on the screen.
Yeah, of course we do.
Yeah, he's got that.
Up yours, McKernan. That's actually a real bummer. Freo had kicked the last
3,
not 4, 3. Yeah, Larky's got 4 goals, and Ben Brown's got 6 straight. Both 4 goals straight for Larky and 6 goals straight for Brown.
Yeah. Well, it's about time, because Brown hasn't had his kicking boots on. He's got the biggest run-up and the most consistent run-up in the competition to make sure he's the accurate kick, and he's not been an accurate kick this year.
I know AFL fantasy doesn't account for, everything, but there are 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11 players from North that have scored more than Port Adelaide's highest scorer. Half their team.
Oh, it just shows the domination on the ground.
Boak at 52 at the moment. Yeah, that's
Hey,
crazy.
going, Mad Eye. Welcome, bro. I can't really talk about Optus, only interstate ground I've been to is Metricon. That's fair.
How is Metricon? Is that any good? I don't hear much about them. I mean, clearly because the Gold Coast play there or whatever, but good pickup by Brad Hill. And
Shocking
there's
kick,
no one home. This might actually come out okay, though.
Why would you have past the
giant?
Sandilands?
The giant. Why?
He saw the jumper. Oh, Sandy's on the ground.
He nearly did well. He didn't do well. He nearly did well.
That's a dangerous tackle.
His head clearly hit the deck.
He's not looking great.
That's not a good call. Come off it, man. How's that not a dangerous tackle? Get out of here. Maybe they did call it. I am so bad at this. Did you think they'd called that?
I didn't know what they called.
I didn't think they'd called anything. I thought they called a boundary throw-in.
You just jumped the gun.
Wow. I must be coming across like the most biased, terrible supporter of all time.
That's funny.
Jesus Christ, how can you get
so much
free?
space? Yeah, so much space.
Come on.
Hey, Alfifa. G'day, boys. Watching the North Port Adelaide game on the telly and your stream on a laptop. Nice, mate.
I am also hoping Freo wins, mate.
I'm hoping Freo and North win these 2 games. I don't want North to win this game, but it's a clear given that they will.
Yeah. That was an excellent mark by Nat 5. Very strong. Trademark. You ain't seen that. Good point, Joel. Yeah. I'm still not as bad as you. With good reason you are like you are, because God,
to be fair, with good reason you should be.
Yeah, true.
I mean, Fremantle haven't historically been a great team.
Actually, yeah, we're far worse.
I don't know whether I've told you this or not before, but I personally think that Fremantle historically have been the worst run club in the competition.
Oh, and I would totally agree with that. I think they're a terribly run organisation that is perennially bad. Okay, cut that off. Oh my God. If that was anyone but Brad Hill, someone might have put a shred of defensive effort in.
Wow, how does that happen?
Oh, dear God.
No, I know, Andrew. It's been a long time.
What? No. How?
How does your defensive structure fall apart
Look at it. He
That's
just got
bad.
away. Oh, man. Taylor Dooman's told Connor Blakely, like, go back with him. And, like, no, you should have stuck with him the whole time, Dooman. Oh, God, that's bad.
The kicking board actually really stuffed up their defensive structure.
Yeah.
Only fair to win because I haven't got a tip wrong this week so far.
Get the liquor adjuster. Way ahead of you, Joe. Way ahead of you.
Do you feel Gold Coast Football Club is run better than Freo? Oh. See, this is why I said historically.
Yeah.
Because I don't feel that Gold Coast have the history behind them yet.
Yeah. They're not ready to take that title off us just yet.
Look, management-wise, they've been fine since 2015.
Yeah.
But their first inaugural 4 years, not great. Since
Shambles.
then, yes, they're a much better run organisation.
Yeah. Kind of becoming an out loud organisation at the moment. Like Tony Cochran says a lot of things in the media these days.
And good on him.
And fair enough.
It puts Gold Coast on the map. There's your discarded ruckman.
You spent like 3 years on our list where you never took one of those marks.
He hasn't even taken one of those marks this year at all.
And
He's
all of a sudden you want to do it
for Freo.
in your mate's farewell game. Oh, screw you, Zach Clark. Just spray it, man. That's really bad from Sandilands.
Mind you, they should have one of the best stadiums because wow. Wow!
What was that? Holy crap, that's the worst shot for Cole I've seen in a long time.
How did you do that? That's harder to do than actually kick the goal.
Oh my lord.
Sean Darcy.
Great mark. Well done. Okay, maybe that'll spring Fremantle into gear.
As I was saying, Metricon should be one of the best stadiums because it was used for the Commonwealth Games.
Yeah, it should be. That's a good point. God, you had so many options inside then, Switkowski.
So what happened, Riley? What happened was Zach Clark took a set shot from about, I want to say, 15, 20 metres out.
15. I'll give him 15.
Shanked it.
Absolute shank. If it was like 2 meters further out, he probably wouldn't have scored. All right, come on, someone Shepherd. Yeah, well done.
Yeah, don't go back to the outside. Hill running towards the centre of the ground decides to go back outside.
Fremantle are kind of worried here. They usually take play on up the middle a lot, and like Switkowski had like 10 people run past him.
To be fair, their
where
kicking skills this game have not allowed them to play like that.
Very true, but that's also a problem that they've had for many years.
Langdon made that kick look much better than it was.
Yeah, God, that was tough.
What are our thoughts on what Aussie? Can't wait to do the season reviews. It'll be epic. Yeah, that's one of the things that I wanted to talk to you about the other night, Joel. If I get some time, I'll talk to you tonight about it, but otherwise it might be tomorrow. I remember the grand final and the hotel room was awful.
Oh, good work, Mundy. That was in the back, was it? Late? No.
That's dropping the ball. Sorry, but.
Oh,
come on.
Schultz is having a real stinker. There's got to be someone.
Yeah, that's...
Keep it in, keep it in. Yeah, well done.
It was going to go out anyway.
Oh, my God. Get back up, Dooman.
Nah.
Ball.
It's a shocking tackle. Like, from Dooman.
Yeah. Come on, come on.
He's too strong in the hips.
That's a good spoil.
Yep. Outside.
Schultz now. Oh, God.
If you can't carry the distance...
Come on, man. I don't think he's got the distance in him at all.
Play on and you've... Nah.
I was kind of hoping Zach Clark just held onto it there and didn't get it towards the boundary line because I knew he'd screw up soon at some point.
What's your thoughts on Victorian rivalries? To be honest, living here, you don't necessarily support the team where you live in, and there is animosity, but it's not like soccer. The Melbourne derbies aren't what they used to be.
Yes!
No.
Oh, no.
No.
God damn it. Can't get one call right. Yeah, Melbourne rivalries, Victorian rivalries. Some are good. Some don't matter at all.
None of them in Melbourne now. None of them matter.
Yeah.
The media pumps them up as though they
Yeah,
matter, but
yeah.
they don't. Compared to the interstate rivalries,
Like, even Collingwood
don't.
Essendon's big because it's on Anzac Day, and that's it. Like, there's no actual like heat between the clubs. There's no
yeah.
that's a good point. Whereas Port Adelaide, there is literally like
Cats
heat
Hawks
between
used to
those
be the
clubs.
best. I will say that, but I don't think that was necessarily a Melbourne derby rivalry. That was just
Yeah.
a rivalry of good teams. It's a bit like West Coast and Sydney were back in the 2000s. That kind of
Yeah.
rivalry. But I wouldn't say that that's an inbred rivalry of say
Yeah.
West Coast
Oh.
and Fremantle or Port Adelaide.
It's
and
going to be
Adelaide.
on. Ballantyne and Sard are totally scrapping. Ballantyne gave a really late one to Sard.
That's Sard's still going. Ballantyne doesn't care. It's his last
Yeah,
game.
he can care.
What does he care for?
That's no prior. I always hated the Cats Hawks rivalry because it just overshadowed the Freo Cats rivalry of that time, which was an epic rivalry.
They were both epic, but the Hawks Cats rivalry, I feel was better.
Yeah, I feel that was better. That's why
It went for longer as well.
Yeah, it did. Yeah. There was no need to keep hitting that forward. All of your numbers were behind the ball. I don't understand. Someone peel. Oh my god.
Yeah, that's hard.
Yeah, well done. Okay. Now
You
kick.
got the overlap.
Oh,
That's not great.
Oh,
You had the overlap there.
Yeah. Is that 15 meters? Okay. All right. We'll call
So
it.
instead of using the overlap kick, you kick it on the outside of your boot, which is not reliable. Strange
Yeah.
decisions.
Fremantle are quite lucky to, if Dylan
If
Shield
they
kicks
kick this is the scoreline that I feel
Yeah.
it should be.
Yeah, right now I feel Fremantle were quite lucky. We know they're lucky because Zach Clark did what he did. Okay. All right.
Yeah, he's got it. Straighten it up. Yeah.
No. Yeah, thank God.
I thought it was coming back.
I feel like my mind willed that into the post. Yeah, this. Just vintage Ballantyne going out with a bang.
That handball came too early.
Yeah, you could have drawn the man a little more.
That's a holding the man.
Yeah.
It's a good hand pass. That's clever.
Yeah.
Can't get the
A
ball
struggle.
through, though.
Essendon's numbers around the footy are quite impressive.
Yeah, then I feel Fremantle have lost that upper hand around the contest now.
Yeah, they have big time.
They're not able to find the free man.
It's just Nat Fyfe needing to insert himself more. I don't.
Well, like I said at the start of the game, he looked cooked.
Yeah.
He looked cooked.
I'd almost just I know we were just saying that he needs to insert himself around the contest and stuff. Oh my god, that's a
Shocking.
shame.
Come up.
Oh, go out for the love of God. Oh no, all right, I'll take that.
Yeah, Stringer didn't play that as well as he could have, and Hamling did worse. Wow.
No,
That's your own fault, Hill. Oh, you can't even say that the 50's not there, because it is. That's just undisciplined.
what an absolute idiot. Well, the crowd doesn't think it's there. See, my original thought was that he dropped it, and then I was convinced that he hit it. I really don't know what's going on in this. Because the crowd sound like they're unhappy about the call.
Well, of course they are. It's the crowd.
Yeah,
Any home
wondering...
crowd will be like that. That's an easy mark. That's a
It's
stupid
a total 50. It's a total 50.
But you can't even do that when he's marked the ball. You're not allowed to grab the man.
You can't hit the ball out of his hands as simple as it gets.
Even if he didn't do that, right?
Yeah.
He's holding the man after the mark. You're not allowed to do that.
Yeah.
Not that it's called 50 these days. That rule just gets forgotten about these days.
It's so
but
dumb,
he shouldn't be doing that.
It's so dumb. That's really crucial. Like, he hasn't put a shred of defensive effort in all night and then goes and does that. It's like, come on,
It's
man.
been pretty shocking.
I mean, like, and we don't, you don't expect defense from the guy, but Just something would have helped.
Well, you do expect defense from the guy.
Yeah, I suppose. Yeah, at least some.
You expect defense from all of your players.
Right.
Because I guarantee he was laying tackles in the game against Geelong.
Yeah, that's true. Yeah.
Big hip and shoulder by
Well
Walters.
Done. Well done, Walters.
Jesus.
Shit. That was pretty epic.
Bang.
Yeah, well done. All for the ball, too. Essendon's really reading the tap work of Sandilands to perfection.
Yeah, holding the ball.
Oh my god. You don't have
take
to
that
play on it every time.
advantage. Holding the ball.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's
And it's
so
because
dumb.
it was taken an advantage.
Yeah.
It was an advantage.
It's so stupid. Like, I get that you want to play on and put the defense under pressure, but if you're not there, like, if you have no one to kick to, you have no one to kick to. Don't play on.
Should AFL maybe have a preseason or D? FA Cup style. No, I think the preseason should be shortened, and I think the actual season should be lengthened.
Yeah.
It's a good grab.
That was a good grab. Another out.
Yeah,
They're
they've got
totally
the
out.
overlap. It's good defensive.
Yeah,
man
it
of
was.
mark,
He
yeah.
at least
See,
put
that's
some
all right
pressure
by
on.
Hill.
Yeah,
Finally,
he finally went back and scrapped a bit. Oh god.
and he hasn't run on. Yeah, the
If there's
midfield.
no one to kick to, don't kick it there. Thanks, Pav.
No, I don't think the season's. I think the season can be longer.
Well done. Good read, Hamo.
That's a deliberate. Oh,
That's totally
that
deliberate.
is deliberate. Yeah,
And it's dumb.
that is.
It's totally dumb.
Oh, you really got away with that one then. Oh shit! Yeah.
Ooh. Thanks, Ellie.
A little bit early, but that's
Okay. That's fine by me. This is starting to baffle me. Fremantle, man up. Oh, the umpire got in the way. Thanks, man. He's cooked. Oh, wow, the umpire's out.
Yeah, no, he's not great. What happened there? I didn't see it.
He got in the way of Schultz. Schultz was trying to put some pressure on Sard in the marking contest. Wow, this is something you don't see often.
Nah. Was it the Fremantle game where the umpire took the mark?
Yeah, it was.
Carey was his name, I think.
Yeah, against St Kilda, he took a mark or something like that. It was
Zach
crazy.
Clark ever good? He was good in 2013, but that was it.
He had one
we,
good
we
year.
already we had
Yeah.
a chat about that before, actually.
Yeah. That was pretty nuts.
Surely Schultz doesn't have to answer to this year.
No, that
It's
was
incidental-
totally
incidental
incidental and in
umpire.
the contest.
Yeah, but incidental umpire contact, you can still get fines
you
for.
can.
But he doesn't have to answer for this.
I don't think he's got a
Surely
case to
we
answer
will
for.
see a replay, right?
You would think so. Jesus, get on with it, Fox Footy. Here we go.
Trying to get out of the way.
Oh, it's a head clash.
Oh, yeah, right.
Oh, it's a head clash.
He's still blowing the whistle. He's committed.
That's amazing. Give the man a raise. Like, he's totally just earned his spot in the grand final.
As
I love
he's
that.
collapsing, he's blown the whistle for the mark. That is extraordinary
That's
umpiring.
nuts, man.
You gotta understand, like, that's a soft hit. Let's be fair, it's a soft hit.
Yeah.
But that guy is an umpire. He's not expecting,
he's not
and
built
he's not built
to be
for that
destroyed
contact.
by footballers, you know. And that's head v head contact. Like that hurts.
Oh, that was the best replay.
Riley, if you're not watching, the umpire got cleaned up by Frio's
And
Lockie Schultz.
on his way down, he still managed to blow the
was
whistle.
adamant in blowing the whistle. Yeah. This is help Fremantle. We should have a lot of numbers behind the ball here.
I think every player is behind the ball.
Ballantyne went at Sard
Look at all of
again.
those numbers, yeah. Wow.
Oh my God.
And he knows it too. Didn't quite get the coil on that one.
Jesus, man. Come on, Fremantle. This is pathetic. What is happening out here? Okay, Walters is now saying, slow down and
How
let's
did
get
he
some
not
composure.
know that Hill was there though?
I don't know. I
Like-
don't know how that happened. That was nearly a really bad
Ground
disaster.
ground awareness by Fremantle.
That's an okay kick. They at least had an extra number. Oh my God, that's a hospital
That's a
ball.
shocking kick.
To the smallest dude on your team.
That's without the
Oh,
ball.
let it spill. Let it. Oh,
It's without
it
the
was
yeah,
without the
it's
ball.
without the ball.
I was really hoping the umpire missed that one. Unfortunately, this is not the concussed umpire.
No, I don't think so, Aussie. In the fourth quarter, I started screaming for Adelaide to get the ball to Fogarty. Yeah, Fogarty's been good. He kicked what, 3 goals?
I don't know how much he finished with, but I do know that he
I
had a pretty
think
good
I
start.
saw it in the chat before he kicked 3 goals. Which means that in his last 3 games, his only 3 games for the year, he's kicked 10 goals.
Why was he never in the side? I mean, we went over this on Footy Rivals, but why was he never in the side? Okay, surely. Okay, that's a great kick.
Yeah.
Okay. He's got. Okay, all right.
Fife!
Oh, he would have had it too. Legs, maybe? No. Okay,
No.
play on.
Both of those players played for a stupid free kick.
Yeah, that's idiotic. Sandilands, get in front, man. What is that?
I'd love to see Fremantle's kicking efficiency stat.
I think it came up just before and it was floating around 60 or something like that. Oh, that's going to get a goal.
Brilliant. That's
Great
holding
tackle.
the ball. That's
an
holding the ball.
excellent tackle.
Yeah, that's
That
great.
is a goal-saving
that's good.
tackle.
Good,
well
good,
done,
good,
Joel
good, good,
Hamling. How do you like getting a taste of your own medicine, Tipper?
No, I don't think the Crows need a deep rebuild, Joel.
No, yeah, not a deep one. Maybe some staffing
They
overhaul.
need just a bit of a restart.
Yeah. Maybe a fresh coach.
I think 3 years.
Oh, wow.
3 years with the right player movements, they're fine.
Yeah.
Maybe even 2 years, actually. I'd retract
probably not that far. I mean,
2 years just to move and shift some players around and go to the draft for a couple of years.
I mean, look, they've played
Whilst
pretty
they're still
bad
competing.
footy this year, and there's still a chance to make the 8.
Yeah.
So that shows they're not in total rebuild need, you know? Maybe they do take that path, who knows? But I don't know.
So, Aussie, Freo got their original fan base because they were south of the river, which is south of the Swan River. So most of Fremantle's supporter base comes from south of the river.
And a lot of Fremantle supporter base just comes from the South Fremantle and East Fremantle football clubs who wanted to support a Freo team. That is really dangerous. Well done.
Okay, yeah,
Well
good,
done.
Brayshaw.
Thank God.
Slow. Outside.
Use Chera.
Outside.
Oh, no, okay, that's fine.
Okay, outside now. Yeah, you got the
Continued
run on.
run. Yeah, good, Chera.
And Jared's got a good... Yeah, you go.
Really
He's a good
leg.
user of the ball.
Really good leg.
It was
Okay.
good continued running.
That's the best passage of play I've seen from them tonight. And
We called him to go outside, but it was just a bit premature.
Yeah, I didn't know that they had Langdon on inside. I didn't know Mundy would have Langdon.
camera angles. Yeah.
But that was it. That was a ripping. That's a ripping passage of play, and only just because they used the options they had available to them. You know, just use your options.
Yeah.
Oh God, what is that?
It is a big miss.
Why did he not?
And there's no time unless Essendon really messes up. There's no time to score.
Maybe kick it a little higher next time. God, like what's with the
And
stab
that's it.
pass?
Fremantle won't score. Okay. In the final, I go for Freo. A lot of the Freo fan base came from them being best team in WA. Andrew, come on, man.
Yeah, no. Jonathan Brown is not correct.
No.
Unfortunately. I
Hey,
wish he was.
Banana.
I wish
How
he
you
was.
going, man? Remember when everyone would go on about how bad Freo's song was? But they've got a good song now. Their old song was
I think
Not great.
No, I'm pretty sure they've still got the same song from when I was a young supporter.
No, they redid the song and
No, they were
with their
going
brand.
to. They were going to redo the song, and they had like 4 candidates, and everyone wanted them to redo it. One of the candidates was like Eskimo Joe had put in a song, and they stuck with the old one. It's the same song, yeah.
I'd have to look into
100%,
that, actually.
yeah. I remember
I'm
having a
sure
footy
they
with
did
the
it.
words on it when I was a kid,
Yeah, right.
and yeah, it's definitely the same song. Maybe slightly readjusted, but the lyrics are the same. That's right. Banana Nate's an Essendon fan. Okay, you must be enjoying this performance far more than I am.
North of Joyce. I'm not kidding. They're leading by 70. Yes. Yes, I know
Excellent.
Banana.
Excellent.
I know.
If you remember correctly from our show, Banana Nate, that was Ryan's certainty, which makes me
It's a halftime break.
Extremely happy.
And so we've got a halftime break.
Yeah, we are going to eat some pizza.
And you're just going to have to listen to it, sorry.
Yeah, soz guys. It's a really good pizza though. If you're ever in Mandurah, literally check out Perfect Pizza. Which is, of course, Ryan's workplace, but literally it is the best pizza.
Do you know, in my YouTube career, I have spent 4 years avoiding saying where I work.
Holy shit, and I've just come along and ruined it completely. Well, that's my bad, and I wholeheartedly apologise for that.
That's
But
all
I retained my statement. It's good pizza.
right. That's funny.
Okay, whoops. If it helps, I work for the Mandurah Mail. It's a newspaper. It's probably not as good as the pizza. So, this game, where do you see it going?
Essendon 22 points up. That feels about where they should be.
Yeah, I think they're deserved of a 22-point lead right now.
Well, if Fremantle can actually clean up their outside ball use, they will win. But if they keep using the ball on the outside like they have, they'll lose this game by 40 plus.
Yeah. Yeah, this is the worrying thing, because this is what I've seen from Fremantle a lot this year. Is like, you see their errors, and like it's solely on them for being down right now. Like, yeah, Essendon's playing pretty good footy, but it's solely their errors are the reason that they're down. And it's like you just wait for them to clean it up, and you wait and you wait and you wait. And the games where they do, they have really good wins. But some games they just don't clean it up at all, and it's a 4-quarter disgrace. So I should think like this could go either way still.
Yeah. The pressure around the ball, the contested ball and everything, I feel is pretty good. But Freo getting cleaned up on the outside.
Yeah, 100%. 100%. And they just had their best passage of play to end that quarter and got no reward for it out of a terrible set shot.
I've never been to Melbourne, to be honest. Well, outside of the airport.
Tonight's airport, Tullamarine, right? I guess.
Sure.
It's pretty good. Not much else in Melbourne. Maybe it's a footy. No, Melbourne's nice. So here we got some stats. Langdon, 19 touches. Leads Freo. Shield leads Essendon with 15.
Langdon, wow.
He did have like 14 in the first quarter, though. So he only had like 5 touches in the second.
No, he had 13 in the first quarter.
13, right. Okay, so 6 in that quarter. Yeah. Well, that's super awkward.
No, we won't be coming to Melbourne. We'll probably be staying here.
Our teams are both here. We get enough.
Mm-hmm. That's interesting, Riley. I think I went the Giants, you went the Dogs.
Yeah. Yeah, we did. Yeah, we were differing on that one. Yeah, I'm on the edge. I mean, like, I went the Dogs because they decimated Essendon last week, but that literally could just be an anomaly. Like, that totally could just be an anomaly.
Anyone could have decimated Essendon last week.
Yeah, exactly. Like, you know, so maybe I'm going to be a victim of just tipping on form on that one. I'm, yeah, sketchy on that. So what else happened in the footy today? I mean, trying to think of individual performances that were standouts. Obviously, we had some goal kickers. Did I just read in our chat just before that Eddie Betts kicked his 600th goal today? I think so. Or was that like something from previous? Someone said that they saw Eddie Betts kick his 600th goal. I'm guessing he's already done that. He did kick his 600th goal. Okay. All right.
That's exactly what we've been saying.
It happens a lot, hey? Like, throughout our watch parties earlier in the year, how often did that happen, right?
Yeah. We'll say something and then the commentators will emulate what we said.
Yeah.
Only like lots after the fact that, in your opinion, which AFL rules need to go? Actually, Ozzy, I want to keep my opinion on that silent because I am going to be doing a video probably in the off season with regards to the best and the worst AFL rule changes. But I don't know about which rules should just go.
I don't know if any just need to be erased.
No, contact below the knees is a very important rule.
Yeah. Was that brought in the year after, like, Michael Barlow did his ACL? Or?
No. Roland.
Ah, right, it was too. Yeah. I knew it was someone.
So
Michael Barlow's came from his teammate anyway.
Yeah.
Damn it, Reece Palmer.
Who then, Reece Palmer, one of the best rising star years you'll see, then went on to become the best rising star spud. Yeah.
Yeah.
Who should Freo's next coach be? Well, Ross Lyon should stay.
Yeah, which he will for at least one more year. After that, I don't know. Like, I got some left field candidates that I'd like to see get it. Like, I mean, Brett Kirk was there for a while as an assistant, and I would like to see them make the call and like, just, you know, inquire maybe if they're going with a new coach. I'm not saying they need to get rid of Lyon or not. Because, in reality, this year, regardless of even the results, like, yes, they've won more games than they have previously had the last 2 years. But, like, just the way they've played, Fremantle has improved greatly and been crippled by injury. So I'm giving Ross Lyon a bit of leeway that if Fremantle were able to have a full season out of Pearce, Lobb, Taberner and Hogan, they may be a serious threat. So maybe not all on Ross. Is Travis Collier playing? No. Thank God, Banana Nate. I'm so sick of Travis Collier.
Yeah, he's not had a good year, right?
It was never a good pickup. It was like, hey, let's get this fringe guy that can't make it, like, can't really insert himself into a team that doesn't really make the top 8 and see if he's got any specific traits that we can sort of...
Freo needed him for his speed, though.
They say that, but I don't think speed's enough to just earn you a game when you literally don't do anything else. Yeah, I mean, he's not bad to have on the list. I don't care that he's on the list.
Yeah, no, Ozzy. I'm actually really enjoying Ozzy in the chat because he's just constantly asking questions.
Yeah, and they're good questions.
I think Ross Lyon should stay. He deserves to stay. Brad Hill will be gone. That's pretty clear.
I did see a comment on, like, I think somewhere in the internet from a Freo fan that was like, Ross Lyon has done nothing for this club. Like Mark Harvey set it all up, and I was like, come on. Imagine living in a world where you think Mark Harvey did more for Fremantle than Ross Lyon. Like, come on. He engineered the only successful period the club's ever had. Let's give him a little bit more respect.
You say that, but Chris Connolly did a good job.
Did Chris Connolly do a good job? I don't know.
Made 2 prelims.
One prelim.
One prelim.
Yeah, I suppose he made a prelim. That's good enough. I wasn't a huge Chris Connolly fan, but...
Considering Freo's history...
And the list at the time was like, pretty bad. I mean, that list that made that prelim was probably not deserving of a list to have made a prelim.
At least hockey season is around the corner. You follow hockey, Joel? NHL, is it? Why is there a bunch of kids' nursery rhymes in the video suggestion? I mean, like, all of them are kids' songs. I have no idea what you're talking about, Spaniard.
Wow.
That would probably be based on your viewing experience, isn't it, Spaniard?
So what have we got? Well, it's 22 points.
I have an interesting stat for you with regards to Brisbane.
Okay.
If they finish top of the ladder this year, it'll be the first time in their history.
Even across the 3 flag years. I suppose Collingwood finished the top in 2 of those years, or...
Port Adelaide.
Port
Adelaide were the team to beat in 02
right.
and 03, and they ended up going down early.
Insane, right.
The Fitzroy Lions, how many minor premierships do you think they won?
I wouldn't have any idea, man. I would have
4.
no... Okay.
Their latest, 1911.
Wow.
Yeah.
That's probably why I don't have any idea. Holy shit. Wow.
Was it 1911 or 1913? Something like that.
That's crazy.
Yeah.
That's absolutely crazy.
If they win minor premiership, this will be the first time in Brisbane Lions history they'll have won the minor premiership.
I just think that's nuts. That's nuts. They won 3 flags in a row and didn't win a minor premiership.
Yep. They won one of them in 4th spot.
That's utterly insane to me. Which one was that? Was that
03, I think.
03? Okay. Which is pretty strange because I think of their team and I'm just like, how dominant was their team? Like, that was an amazing team. How did they not win a minor premiership?
04 was their best year in the home and away season, but they didn't get the premiership.
Wow. Yeah. Of course, Port Adelaide, destroyed them in that grand final. Wow. North Melbourne. Who would have thought it, hey? Who would have thunk it? It's really good.
Whoever tipped Port Adelaide, it is a crazy maniac.
Yeah, I agree. Wow.
Really need to work on these walls.
What else does Freo and West Coast hate? I know Eagles didn't like Swans or Pies.
Freo's is probably...
West Coast and Bombers have a rivalry.
Yeah, that's true. Yeah. Freo's is probably the Cats. Just stemming from that, I guess.
That's probably about it, really.
Yeah, I can't think of any. At the moment, it's probably Port Adelaide. They always have really fiery clashes, and like Fremantle was kind of rubbing it in their faces in their clash earlier in the year, so maybe Port Adelaide at the moment.
And Port Adelaide. West Coast and Port Adelaide have had some very good matches.
Yeah, and some really like, and they get heated too, don't they?
Not necessarily heated, but I think 2015 West Coast won by 10 points in Adelaide.
Yeah.
2016, I think West Coast won again, but at home. You had 2017. They won after a kick.
Yeah.
In the finals.
That's right.
With
yeah.
Shuey.
Was that the extra game? Extra time game?
2018, McGovern won.
Yeah.
In fact, here's a stat for you. 2018, West Coast versus Port Adelaide.
West Coast won the game despite not leading for any percent of the match.
That's right.
Yeah.
Yeah, because it was after the siren. Yeah.
And they didn't lead at
I
all
remember
during
that.
the game. Yeah.
That's nuts. Hey.
Whose three-peat was more dominant, Hawks or Lions? Neither team was more dominant, actually. I wouldn't say that the Hawks were the best team of the year in any of their premiership years, and I wouldn't say that the Lions were the best team of the year in any of their premiership years.
Yeah. If I had to pick one, I'd go with the Hawks based on the fact they... I was going to say that they won their grand finals by so much, but so did the Lions. Like, right? They decimated Collingwood in at least one of their grand finals. I don't know how they went in the other one. Like, did they smash Collingwood in both grand finals? Was that... I don't know. So yeah, neither was really more dominant, although I have been guilty of saying that I think the Hawks team of that three-peat was probably the most skilled football team that we've seen.
There's no question in that.
Yeah, like that they were ultimately skilled. I don't know if you rate that more than the toughness you would have got from Voss, Black, and guys like Lappin and...
Yeah, but the Hawks were very unsociable Hawks. The unsociable Hawks.
Yeah, that's true.
Tough.
Yeah. Yeah, they were.
Wow.
Holy crap, no way. How far through the game are they now? They'd still be in the third, right? Are they?
June 3rd, yeah.
Holy shit. So what's Larky on? Has Larky got... Oh, okay, they're in the fourth. Thanks, Banana Nate. Has Larky got more than the 4 that he had when we last checked in? Like, how is that Wow. Ben Brown. 15 mins to play, so he could still get another few. Anyone betting that he's going to beat Buddy's 13? Anyone ready to do that?
15 minutes of game time left? Probably not.
No, probably not. How many points did Buddy kick that night?
1, I think.
Only 1. Okay, so he was accurate. Because so many of his bags come with like, oh, Buddy kicked 8 goals, 6 or something like that. It's like, Jesus.
Imagine if Buddy was more accurate over his career.
If he was more accurate, he would easily have like 1,100, 1,200 goals by now. Like, it's insane.
13T. I was close.
So
I'm actually so happy. This is just a self brag about how many random stats and shit that I can just throw from the top of my head.
It brings a lot to the show. I will give you that. I'm not the statistician myself. I'm not great with it, so it does bring a bit to the show.
Oh, I thought you stat checked, Riley. Okay. I thought, it was a very accurate game for him, though.
Yeah. I wish he had been more accurate.
I reckon that Buddy, even though he hasn't kicked the most goals, he'll have almost had the most shots on goal in the competition.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, that would be a claim that I would support. Like, I don't know for sure. I can't imagine that like Tony Lockett.
How far is Buddy off of getting 1,000? Because he's not that far.
He's not that far.
Next year, I think is when he's going to get it.
Is he on 299 games at the moment?
Yes.
Yeah.
And I don't think he should play next week, even if he's
I'm pretty sure, if my memory serves me correct, I was a few beers deep last night, but if my memory serves me correct, they said he wasn't likely to play.
Wasn't likely, but they haven't ruled him out.
Yeah, okay.
Rule him out. You're not making finals.
Yeah, just sit him on ice. He's going to come back next year and play his 300, then kick his 1,000. It's just prolonging what's going to be inevitably great. As we see the umpire head clash once again. That is brutal, man. That's a hell of a head clash. That's crazy, man. That's a bad clash for an umpire. They almost found him again. I guess Mad Eye's talking about Ben Brown. Oh my god. I wish Fremantle had a Ben Brown. Yeah. In fact, I just wish Fremantle had
What
10
happens
goals.
at Subiaco Oval? Subiaco Oval is being taken apart right now.
Yeah.
School is going to be built across the road, and it's going to be one of the school's ovals.
Yeah. Which is pretty crazy. Imagine going to school and being like, hey, this is the ground where like so many football
A part of the
memories happen.
stadium is actually going to be kept there too.
Yeah, that's cool. A lot of people are whinging about it, but I mean, it's progress. It's going to happen. It's a big-ass building that no one can use anymore. Okay, we're back. And hopefully Fremantle have decided to come out of the locker room.
Well, as Riley was saying, what do Freo need to do to fix up their game? They just need to be clean on the
That's
outside.
literally it. That's literally just get some poise. Jeez.
It's a good grab.
This guy's been good in his first game. I didn't actually know it was his debut, so well done to him. Good grab. Well done, Chera. No movement inside. Like, everyone's just kind of drifting. Someone move. Someone lead. Redmond's literally sitting there waiting to cut something off. And there he is. Jesus. See, if you keep that long, at the very least, it's deep in your 50 to a contest. You don't have a ball up at the 50 meter line.
Doesn't do well. They don't do well to create space.
They're terrible at it. This could help though. Oh my god, that's terrible. So they haven't
lead though. It's leading to the boundary line.
Yeah, that's very true. And this is really dangerous. What unload? Yeah, it's frustrating. You know, like the leads are going towards the side. What is Brad Hill supposed to hit to in that instance? But at the same time, conjure something a little better than hitting the Essendon player lace out. You know, like I just really frustrating.
Oh,
take the mark, yeah.
Yeah.
And Sard was just waiting at the back just to cut that off completely. Okay, Sandy.
It was a good block off the ball.
Yeah. And good.
Conker?
Yeah. And good roar from the crowd. $92-point lead. I love how everyone's just keeping you updated with how the Northport game is going. Where are the numbers around the contest here? That's just a training run.
They're
for
all pushed
Essendon.
back, that's why.
It's a total training run. Good work, Sandilands. It's high. Yeah, he grabbed him high. That's a good call.
Who do North Melbourne play next week?
Yeah, good question. Let's look
Their
that up.
percentage is almost 100. They have enough percent to sneak into the 8 next week.
Yeah. Let's take a gander at that.
The D's. Oh.
The D's are playing
North
abysmal
Melbourne could
football.
still play finals.
Yeah. Wow.
In Tasmania.
Holy crap, no way. I kind of hope they do. I want a ridiculous team to come out of nowhere and make the 8. I want it to be Fremantle when they thought the hopes were dead, or I want it to be North
If
Melbourne
Essendon win this game, then yes, they're 100% making
yeah,
finals.
Yeah.
It doesn't matter what happens next week.
Yeah. Who do Essendon have next week? They've got
Brown lining up for 11.
Oh, wow.
That's pretty iconic for Sandy.
Yeah,
that's in the back.
Totally in the back.
It's in the back or without the ball, whatever.
Oh, that's
not
too early.
Yeah, Walters shouldn't have called for that.
Yeah, that was dumb.
It's too close to the boundary.
It puts pressure on Darcy. Like,
There's
he's
not
always
enough-
going to give you that.
there wasn't enough room to get around that man on the boundary.
Yeah.
Oh, Ben Brown missed. What team you reckon have the most hostile crowd? For me, West Coast.
Yeah, it would be. Yeah.
I mean, that's not even speaking as a one-eyed supporter
great
or
kick.
anything like that. West Coast just do.
Yeah, they do. It's a brutal crowd. It's what makes Derby so big, you know. The crowd means a
you've
lot.
got a player on the outside.
Literally, you've had him the whole time, and now he's closed down. Oh
How
my
many
God.
times have we said player on the outside, and they just don't use it? You could see that bounce happening.
Yeah, totally.
Just didn't read the ball.
Sard has killed Fremantle tonight.
Through the center.
Here we go.
That's
Here we go.
dangerous. That's a throw.
Ugh. Okay. all right.
Deliberate? Nah, I didn't think so.
This is such a scrappy, ugly 5 minutes.
Ron Demons has the classiest fans. They have cheese platters at halftime. I love it. Now, if it wasn't West Coast, I would see. I don't know. I
My
wouldn't even
mind
say
drifted.
Richmond.
Well, my mind drifted to Richmond because I know how many.
I think
members
Richmond
they
have the
yes,
most-
sunny.
Richmond have the most passionate.
Yeah, I don't know if it's the most hostile.
I wouldn't say they're the most hostile.
Yeah, I would say it's got to be West Coast.
Yeah.
After that, I mean, do we think Collingwood's got a hostile base?
I don't know.
Maybe. Sydney definitely don't. I'm trying to think of these established clubs. Hawthorn, maybe?
See, but the thing is Collingwood have a hostile base even to their own players when they're playing bad.
Yeah. Yeah.
I love being a West Coast supporter.
Yeah.
Like
yeah.
other supporters rag on us so much for noise of
You guys are
affirmation.
brutal. It hurts.
Noise of affirmation. But wouldn't you love to be a part of a crowd and a supporter base like that, though? You know what I mean?
Look, you guys all suck, but you're pretty unified in sucking, so it hurts. It hurts.
Hawthorn fans are quite... No, Hawthorn fans... I'm sorry. Hawthorn fans are bandwagon fans.
A lot of
If
them
they're
are.
not winning, they don't attend the game.
Yeah.
Demons games always look empty at the G just because they are in the special rooms undercover.
Maybe, like... this has got me thinking maybe they're not hostile, but an admirable fan base is probably St Kilda. Like, they stick it out through some pretty tough times.
they've been a shocking club for a long time.
like they're probably they probably deserve a pat on the back there.
I should say the same thing for the Dogs, though.
Yeah, true. And they got their reward.
Well, yeah, before that, when was the last time they made a grand final?
Oh, I can't.
Whereas at least the Saints were still making grand finals.
Yeah. Oh, Walters. Too early.
Yeah, that's a name that we haven't seen much, Fife.
Yeah.
Shocking.
Why does Ed Langdon keep bananaing? Like, has he lost so much faith in his drop punt that he's just going to banana every kick
No,
that
he
comes
was running
out?
towards the boundary.
Like,
that's the
I
problem.
understand that.
And he has no left foot.
But yeah, like,
He has 2 right feet.
he's put a lot of banana kicks in tonight. Like, at least 3 or 4 that have just been general field kicks.
Come back 2 meters, yeah.
So force them into these kicks and hopefully they make a mistake or an error, but you've got to close it down.
So what is it, 16 points?
Yeah. Yeah, after
Not
the Walters
unmanageable.
goal.
It's not
No,
unmanageable.
not at all. Not if you can get one here. Like,
Oh, there's
God.
no communication. It's
Well
a good
done,
spoil.
Cheryl.
Yeah, it's a good
Yeah.
spoil. Get back, Hamling. The ball's not guaranteed to go over there, mate. He was just cruising, and then
Yeah.
it was like, oh no, it's not rolling.
Wait, an iffy bounce.
I think that's a bit of an indictment on Freo at the moment. Is that
Yeah.
any other team or any good team, regardless of whether they think the ball is going out fast or not,
Yeah.
they're on to that.
They get there.
There's no slow movement, and then no, it's not.
Yeah.
We have to move.
That's true. Yeah.
Whereas Hamling there waited
he
to
did.
make that decision.
They're just frustrating.
What
tonight.
team
Like,
outside the top 4 are most likely to win the flag? None of them.
Yeah, no.
Not this year.
The only one with half a sniff if they get rolling is GWS. Outside of that,
No, Collingwood
Six-
have.
oh, Collingwood.
Okay, so
Yeah,
Collingwood have
Collingwood.
players coming back.
Yeah.
But I still don't think they're a chance now.
Yeah. They've got someone on. Yeah. Get outta
The
here.
AFL have already confirmed that Geelong... That wasn't in play.
He went out of the point post and came back around. Does that count? Like, are they looking at that? Like, he's gone through and he didn't come back through the goal line.
No, it's only when you play on through.
Okay, right.
So if he marked... Actually, that's a really good point.
Yeah, like, I'm wondering...
Because if that was a defender...
Maybe it's because he went to... Maybe, yeah. Like...
Yeah. If Hamling marked that and he did that, he has to come back through the point post.
Yeah, that's what I'm thinking. I don't know. Maybe I'm interpreting the rule wrong, but that's... Oh my god. Anyways, it's still super frustrating that Freo allowed 5 Essendon players to be free inside the forward 50. At least they're playing like they did when they wore these jerseys so long ago. Okay, come on, Brayshaw.
If Hawks had Tom Mitchell, would they be higher on the ladder? Yes.
100%. Yeah. He's the Brownlow medalist.
Are you guys all about having the grand final at Optus if you're on top, or are you sensible? No, I genuinely think...
Yeah, we spoke about this earlier. Like,
it's difficult. In the current climate, right now, with ground sizes and stadium sizes not really... Besides Optus, Adelaide Oval, and the MCG...
Yeah.
You couldn't have one in... You couldn't have a grand final in Queensland. You
outside
couldn't have
of
one
those
in
grounds,
Sydney.
yeah.
Unless the ANZ Stadium was still fit for AFL,
Yeah.
which it's not.
Yeah.
Until we get stadium sizes that are up and around that 60 to 80,000 mark around the whole country, then no. But in saying that, I think it was too early of a call for the AFL to have the grand final at the MCG for the next 50 years.
Yeah, I think that in itself is ridiculous.
Was a bad decision. Because in 50 years' time, who knows?
In 50 years' time, you could totally have the infrastructure.
20 years.
Yeah.
Just look at the membership numbers and the attendance numbers over the last 20 years.
Yeah.
Imagine what that's going to happen.
You
over
want
the next
your
20
game to stand out, yet you've just locked the biggest game of the year in for 50 years in the state where you already reign supreme.
Yeah.
Oh my god, come on. Too many handballs.
Yeah, no shots on goal.
Jesus. How?
Yeah, the crowd thought they had that.
Yeah. Anyways,
who would you rather, Sandilands in his peak or average Nick? I'm sorry.
I'm going Sandy in his peak.
I'm
all
going,
day, every day.
I'm going average Nick Nat.
Wow, really?
Mm-hmm.
How?
What do you mean, how?
How?
Average Nick Nat, even around the ground, is still better
Peak
than
Sandy was like, he's a 4-time All-Australian. The man's a force.
Mm-hmm.
We're going to really differ on this.
Yep.
Yeah. Okay. Well, I'm going Peak Sandy. That's in the back.
Yeah, it is.
I was so convinced you were about to say Peak Sandy, and I was like, oh, okay. This is a question I like. And no. I suppose that's why we call it footy rivals.
What is average Nick Nat, though?
Yeah, I don't know.
Like, is there much difference between peak and... Well, I don't think we've seen peak Nick Nat.
No, we've
That's
probably
the problem.
Pretty much been robbed of that. It's a difficult question, but I'm just going to go...
Nick Nat's work around the contest is what sells it for me.
Although Sandy had elite work around the contest when he was in his prime, I think. Like, when he was in his peak, like, he was still... I know his size made him seem gangly, and I'm like, oh my god.
No, he had no game under his legs. He's never had a game under his legs.
I don't know. I feel like he was a little better than what a lot of people gave him credit for.
He was very tough, and he had a presence, don't get me wrong.
Yeah.
But if the ball was below his knees, he was out.
Yeah. Yeah, either way, I'm still going Peak Sandy.
I should also mention, and this might get you riled up, I think Nick Nat's been a better tap ruckman than Sandy.
I think you're wrong. Although I don't want to take anything away from Nick Nat.
I think Sandilands can get more taps, but Nick Nat is more damaging with his taps.
I don't
is what
know.
I'm saying. So when I say tap
Yeah.
ruckman, I think a lot of people, maybe I have a different interpretation as to what a tap ruckman is. A tap ruckman to me isn't necessarily a ruckman that just gets taps all the time, but has effective taps more often.
Yeah, I get
And
that.
I feel
Yeah.
like maybe it was just because my perception of is based on the fact that Fremantle could never capitalize on Sandilands' dominance, but his tap outs to advantage has never correlated his dominance in the ruck.
Yeah, look, if you were to weigh up percentages to hit outs to advantage, then his percentage may be lower than Nick Nat's. I'm not sure, given that he got so many hit outs. I don't know.
I even think
and
the
this
number
doesn't.
of hit outs to advantage would still
This
be
doesn't-
less than Nick Nat.
I don't know. I'm starting to wonder, does Sandilands have the all-time record for hit outs to advantage?
No, he has the all-time record for
For
hit
hit
outs.
outs? Yeah.
I don't think for hit outs to advantage.
Who does?
I don't know.
Is it like Todd Goldstein or something?
I couldn't tell you.
Yeah,
it's not a stat
wow.
often talked about.
Yeah.
Hit outs to advantage is not a stat that the media uses.
And it should
They
be.
they
it really
just
should
use
be.
hit outs.
Oh, God.
Grand final should start at 9 a.m. No, Spaniard.
What?
I love the afternoon.
I start drinking at 9 a.m. at the grand final, but I don't know. The game should start at the same time. In fact, WA is the best place for it because it starts at midday.
I know, it's brilliant.
It's
yeah.
excellent.
Yeah.
I couldn't imagine waiting around till 2 o'clock for it. I'd hate that.
I'd hate it. Yeah. That's why I like game times and stuff over here as well.
Yeah.
Because a Friday night game over here starts at 6 o'clock.
Yeah.
As opposed to 8 o'clock, like it doesn't. I couldn't imagine a game starting at 8 o'clock.
I really
and finishing
feel-
at like 11.
Yeah. I really feel for like Victorian fans that have to watch their team when they come over to WA because it's so late for them. Like that's a bummer. But, you know, in another sense, I don't feel for them because we have to go there so often. I just
No,
don't think-
Aussie. That's that was it wasn't West Coast. it was a different team. I read that on Reddit. I don't think it's an actual news article. It's a shit post. is what it is.
Yeah, right. I just don't see Freo doing enough at all.
Is that enough carry?
Yeah.
That was a whistle. No. It's a push. Yeah, no.
Ah.
Jake Stringer, you idiot.
Thank God.
That
Love
was a
you,
goal,
Stringer.
and he shoved him.
Oh, it's a really bad kick. It would have been good if it had hit the target. Oh! Trying to go.
They're open. They've got nothing forward, though. Yeah, block him.
Yeah, no. Oh, you're going to have Matera. Oh. You totally had Matera.
No, look at that. Bounce up. No, you should have tapped it on. Mundy, the ice killer's missed it.
Ugh. Oh,
You didn't need to take possession. This is stupid. You have no reason to do that.
Oh, man.
It's a free kick because the ball's not within 5 meters.
All right, okay,
Sandilands.
good.
That's also another thing that I think Sandilands hasn't utilized to his advantage. He's never been
Behind
a good...
in the marking contact. Oh, my
Mundy.
God. Hit it.
Misread that so poorly.
It's not 15. Oh, my God.
Okay, I'm sorry, but if that's a kick inside 50 to to your player, that's
Yeah.
15.
Yeah. Potentially. I don't care. This is just doing my head in. Fremantle's just not doing enough at all to get back in the game, let alone win it.
Shocking.
Like, Essendon's going to get the next goal.
Yeah.
It's super frustrating. This game's really frustrating. Man. Oh, God.
Yep. Well, we got excited there for a minute.
Yeah, we did.
Well, it
Yeah,
was a bit premature, really.
That's a goal.
And there's the true ice killer.
It's a really good kick. That's a huge goal.
What is
Just
the pass
super-
mark for Essendon this season? Just making finals.
Just making a finals fine.
Yeah.
Like, that's okay. I know the expectations were huge on them prior to the season, but they never should have been.
their age profile is still pretty young.
Yeah.
So just making finals.
Yeah, they can go again if they can find someone to make a difference up forward a little more. Then I think that would go
Danaher.
away. Yeah, look, if Danaher played a full season,
If he
There are
comes back and his groin is okay,
yeah.
then Danaher will
If
be that
not,
player.
if you're an Essendon fan that just wants to write that off, you'd probably be within your rights. And if they can find a forward in the off season to do something, maybe. I doubt it. Doesn't sound like they're
That's
on the
the
cusp of
game.
it. Yeah.
49% forward half kicking efficiency.
Shepherd.
41%.
Oh,
It's great. It's a great grab.
yeah, it was a good gather.
Turns him inside out.
Jesus.
Left foot over the top.
That was
That's a
good.
great. Oh,
That's a
Parrish.
good effort. Good effort by
Yeah,
Parrish.
very well done.
Super effort.
Sandilands is coming.
Oh! He got him too.
It's taken him an hour to get back up to his feet.
They run out so well though, Essendon. Like Fremantle's getting so sucked in while Essendon just spread. Well, this is not ideal.
It's pretty clever.
Wow,
Well, that's a free kick.
That's great.
That's
commitment.
a big hit.
Great commitment by Ethan Hughes there. Just to win the footy and just be like, no, we need to get this away. It's in a dangerous spot. I don't know who kicked that because the camera wasn't on it, but that is clearly an unforced. Oh, it was Hughes. It was just Hughes, right? Of course.
Fremantle, man.
I think it's frustrating watching and trust supporting him, man. This is awful.
No, Aussie, I like the ground size the way that it is now because it means that they can play the same style as at the MCG, which is where, the big dance is.
Yeah.
And to be fair, Optus, at least for West Coast, because Freo have been down, it's hard to judge for them at the
Yeah.
moment. But Freo for Optus for West Coast has still been as much of a fortress
Absolutely.
as Subiaco was.
Yeah, yeah. I'd say Fremantle has still got the same home advantage they were making at Subiaco. They've just been really bad as a team.
Yeah, see,
Yeah.
and this is the thing with Fremantle. Fremantle have had many more down patches than what West Coast have
Of
had.
course,
And I feel
yeah.
like that's because West Coast have purposely made their game plan and everything around the dimensions of Subiaco, whereas
Yeah.
Fremantle never have. They've
No.
never made their home ground a fortress.
Which is funny because you can clearly tell that one side's a better, practices skill. We've heard it time and time again that West Coast practice skill to within an inch of their life, and then
Yeah.
Fremantle practice structure. Wouldn't you align that to the ground that you play half your games at?
Yeah,
Jeez.
but they don't, yeah. Sandilands.
Valentine. Everyone's too slow. Kind of happens. You kind of get too slow when you put two dinosaurs in your team. Yeah.
I thought the ball was actually intercepted.
Uh,
To be fair, the hand pass didn't exactly get to Sandy. He had to go,
that's true.
as
Yeah,
I
he
said,
went
below
looking
his
for it.
knees,
Yeah.
and he has no game below his knees. He also can't
Oh.
jump.
This is just so frustrating. Like Fremantle's just falling over every time and getting nowhere to the football. Like, look at
That's
get
a
the
great
football.
contest by Brown.
Why does it take 4 people when you're on Mitch Brown to make a contest?
Freo had
Just-
the numbers
God,
around that
get the
contest,
footy.
and Brown was brilliant.
God,
32 points, man.
it's
It's done.
it's pretty well done. I think this is going Essendon's way.
Yeah. It's just by how much.
Yeah.
Because Essendon have a shocking percentage. Mind you, it's not going to matter. They can't drop out of the 8.
Yeah, it's just beyond frustrating to see them this is clearly emotional and not tactical. But it's beyond
yeah,
frustrating to see them serve this up.
The Bombers
in
now.
Sandilands game.
The Bombers now can't finish 6th because the
No.
percentage with GW's
Yeah.
percentage is too high for them to catch up, and they can't finish. So they have
They lock in 7.
They have locked in 7th.
Yeah. Oh God.
Yeah, that's good. Have you seen? I haven't seen Heppel at all this game, eh? Langdon.
Yeah.
He's just everywhere.
And they're just
Could
cutting
you imagine
everything off.
Freo team without Ed Langdon in?
Kicking efficiency would probably be a little
Well,
higher, though.
kicking efficiency might be higher, but I tell you what, they would be
Yeah.
much more down. They would be much
100%.
further down.
It's not in the same impact because he's not as good of a player, but it's in the same vein as losing Lockie Neo. It's like he just lost 30 possessions, man. Like a game. 35 or whatever, he's averaging
Yeah.
ridiculous numbers. Really wish Freo would stop trying to fend everything off. Just get the possession off in time.
Yeah, it didn't want.
Like, where are you going with that?
He went to go on the inside. The players weren't doing what he wanted to do, so he goes
Yeah.
to the outside where there's no players structured
Yeah.
for him.
Makes me
So
wonder,
you-
where are the
so
players if they're not on the inside or
Brad,
the outside?
Brad Hill, no, there were players on the
Yeah.
inside, but they were all running away from him, and he's going like this the whole
Yeah.
time. He's like, come at me, come at me. So you can't, like, Brad Hill will get the blame for that kick,
Yeah.
right, in the supporter's eye.
Yeah.
But that's not Hill's fault.
That's a good point. Come on.
It's a big
Yeah,
shove by
that was.
Like,
Yeah.
not five?
And then a bad kick. Like he's
It's not even a bad kick. It was a bad contest.
Yeah.
He didn't body it.
Yeah.
He just went for the ball. There's no body work there. What is Essendon well tonight? I haven't been able to watch. They've just had a better outside game, to be honest. To be honest, right?
Yeah.
I don't feel like the Bombers have won this game. I feel like Fremantle have lost
Have
it.
just totally butchered it.
They've lost it.
Yeah. Bad decision making and bad execution.
So I
have
think
just
the
crippled Freo.
decision making has been fine, but they just can't execute.
Yeah. Mm,
And the only reason they got out there was because a man came off the bench. That was a nothing
that's
kick.
a free kick. Yeah.
10 p.m. here. Thanks for the good stream. Don't worry, Riley, mate.
Thanks for joining
You
us
have a
from
good
the
night,
start,
man.
mate.
Thank you. Brad Hill slept with a girl I dated in year 10. No joke. It was on grand final night. Well, you know.
Good for Brad.
Did you then sleep with the girl afterwards? Because if you did, then you're pee buddies.
Yeah, that's a big claim.
See, that's the problem with Sandilands game. He's never been one to contest that.
He's always been great at those.
He can't jump.
Not great,
That's
but he's
the
always
problem.
been solid at contested marks in defense, like behind the ball, where he can sort of just judge it. But leading at the footy and then having to extend out has troubled him tremendously through his career, which is probably just due to his massive size. I'm an AFL premiership player. Very good, Aussie.
Nah, I love it.
As we see Aaron Francis. I think it's Aaron Francis. He's down here.
Thoughts?
I don't have many.
Did you get a medallion?
I'm impressed. Premiership points percentage, points for head-to-head results. Flip for cool.
When does Hooker come back in?
I have no idea. I'm really glad he's not in tonight. It would have been far more embarrassing. Oh, I could see what they wanted.
Five?
Yeah, that's my immediate thought is, why are you throwing your leg out like that?
Wasn't even his leg. He grabbed his
It's-
hamstring.
yeah.
I'm like, are you able to get up five? Five.
Don't
it was a
do
cork.
that.
Yeah, it was a cork.
Jesus, Nat.
Oh, it didn't bounce. I thought it was going to
It's
bounce
a solid
up.
effort. Solid effort. Didn't get the reward.
Don't put Fife, Mundy, and Walls. Who's going to run your midfield?
Yeah. I don't hate the 5 call. I was going to say it before, but we were banging on about how he needed to get in the game, and you do that through the middle. But, like, roll him forward for a bit and see what happens, maybe. And they've done that in the past few weeks, and it's been super successful. Good shepherd by Chera.
Yeah, brilliant. Not a great kick. But Sandy made it work.
Hey! Just get a goal, man. I
Okay,
don't even care if we
okay.
lose if you just kick one.
Sandy dead in front. Tallest player in the league, so he's going to have a high ball drop, right?
Yeah.
Do you back him in?
I'm going to back him in. Come
back
on.
him in?
Yeah, I
You
said I was
guys need to
backing
make
him
a
in
Freo
all
West
night.
Coast all-time team. Oh, I tell you what, that'd be so hard for
What
West
was that,
Coast
sorry?
now. Crows are in the 8.
I hate tonight. I hate everything about tonight.
Everything you've said. You should have said the opposite.
Oh, I
And you know it. And you know
I
it.
totally should have, man.
Everything you said is gone the other way.
I hate everything about this game.
What are your thoughts?
I don't even
on
know
Chera
why.
and Brayshaw. Chera and Brayshaw have actually had good games.
They've been fine. No, I'd say Chera's probably been a bit better than Brayshaw.
Yeah, Brayshaw has been trying to bully his
Yeah.
way through the contest and whatnot.
Yeah.
It's a bit early for him to do so, I think, but wow. And they
Even
would
when the
have
siren
messed-
sounds,
they
you
would
idiots
have messed
butcher each
that
other.
up badly. If that was another 5 seconds, that's a Bombers goal.
Even when the siren sounds, you guys make it look. Oh, get off my team! Not you, Sandilands. You're already going from my team, but whatever. Damn, that would have been a good moment in an otherwise terrible night. But let's check some stats. Is what I would like to do.
How many's Fife got?
That's a good question.
Because I just feel like he's gone.
Are you making a trip to the fridge? Can I order one Victoria bitter? Just get one. One's fine, man. Thanks. All right, let's check some stats, guys. Let's see what we've got banging on here. Thank God, accurate kicking isn't actually a stat that shows up in this app, unless you go looking for it. Yeah, not great. Walters and Langdon having big games statistically, as is Dylan Shield. Gotta go. Oh, it's a shame to see you go, Matt. You've kept us well updated with the North Port game. But thanks for joining the stream, man. Yeah, so this pretty much leaves one spot available in the 8. I'm sure you guys are, in fact, I can see that you're talking about it in the comments, but like, who do you guys think makes the 8 from here? Is it going to be Adelaide limping to the line? Is it going to be Port Adelaide limping to the line? Is it one of the surprise ones? Who else is in the race? Hawthorn play tomorrow. And then they got to beat West Coast anyway here. Yeah, that's tough. Thanks, man.
How many's Fife got?
He had not too many.
You didn't actually look, did you?
I saw Walters and Langdon. Fife's got 19. He's got 19 touches, and outside of that, not much. He's got 1 mark and 0 tackles, so he's not doing much at all. Michael Walters has 28 disposals and 2 goals, 1. Ed Langdon 30 disposals and Brad Hill 24. Outside of that,
Big game for Langdon, isn't it?
Yeah, big day for Langdon.
It's only 3/4 time.
And then 24 for David Mundy. Essendon has Dylan Shield with 23 touches, 1 goal, 1.
It's a nice even spread then, eh?
Yeah, Zach Merritt 16, 2 goals. Sard 22, Parrish 20. Yeah, which is the difference. I mean, literally Fremantle has Walters, Langdon, and probably Brad Hill. And maybe Mundy, he's got 24 touches, maybe. Those count as the only guys that are really doing anything. Essendon's got a pretty good contribution from most people. So are we literally, we were just talking about this while you were absent, but like are we literally just going to have one team just limp into the 8 on absolutely abhorrent form?
No, it's going to happen, yeah.
Like,
yeah.
And
to be fair,
like,
7th isn't great either in the Bombers.
No.
But
like what? I'm trying to think, have we ever seen, or when was, I'm sure we probably have, but
North
when was
Melbourne,
the last time?
2015.
I know they got belted by West Coast, but were they in horrid form before that?
They won
were?
the first 9, and then they went
Oh, that's right. Yeah,
absolutely horrible.
that's right. Of course.
No, not the first
yeah.
9, the first 10 or something like that.
Yeah, they went undefeated for a long stretch, and then
Maybe it wasn't 2015. Maybe it was
Nah.
2016. Sorry.
Yeah, it was.
And then they finished in 8th spot. So yes,
I was going to say couldn't have been 2015 because that was the Freo
they
run.
straight up limped in.
Yeah, they did. So 16 was the last time. Didn't happen in 17. We had pretty good finals contenders across the board, I think.
So well, the Dogs
and
were in
18.
7th. No.
Well, that was the
No,
Richmond.
yeah. So
that was,
sorry,
yeah.
16 was the Dogs. Yeah. So
Yeah.
the Dogs were 7th.
So the Richmond
and North
year,
Melbourne.
I don't think
I
anyone...
think North Melbourne were 2 games behind 7th, which is looking like what's going to happen this year.
Yeah, that's insane.
In saying that, the Dogs still managed to win 14 or 15 games that year in 7th spot. That's unheard of.
Just if you're telling me that Adelaide, in the form they're in, may limp into 8th spot, or Port Adelaide, and then have to go and play the Giants at Giant Stadium is probably going to be the matchup. They're going to get annihilated.
Yeah,
absolutely annihilated, and it may actually be quite a blessing for the Giants and springboard them into some better form. Who knows?
Could do. Yeah. Hey Barry boy, how you going, man? 1 quarter to go. I'm thinking, depending on how things work out tomorrow, I might do a watch party for the West Coast Richmond game.
Oh, okay, yeah. It is the biggest game of the year.
Yeah,
so far, and will be.
Besides finals.
Yeah, of course, of the regular season. That is correct, Aussie. West Coast v Richmond is huge. It's going to be
if things go my way, I'll be able to stream, I think maybe until 3/4 time. The last quarter might be pulling it a bit tight.
Yeah, God. Ambrose is really actually doing a number on 5.
Yes, banana. Although I think the it isn't to underplay the game today of Richmond and Geelong, but the West Coast Richmond game is probably the bigger game of the two.
I think so. If you're going on which sides you think are going to make a deeper
that's
run into the
pre-results
finals,
anyway.
Yeah,
that's pre-results.
Yeah,
results could change that.
Yeah. Absolutely. I just think in the scope of things, they're the 2 premiership favourites. I know that Geelong and Brisbane were 1 and 2 on the ladder, but they're the 2 premiership favourites. I think that speaks a little more to it.
Yeah, that was good.
That was good. It's just a shame that the handball looped up so ridiculously high.
I'm surprised Fife got rid of that.
He was given a fair amount of time.
Yeah, pretty much, Aussie. No, it's good for us. I like the games being that early.
It's perfect.
You don't have to wait so long during the day.
I literally knock off work, and when I go home and have a shower, and then the football's on immediately. It's really good. Okay.
Outside of the boot, it's not enough on it.
There might be.
It was good body work by Darcy, but he just couldn't. He
made the best of a very awkward situation. A little more intent. That was good. Some clearance work, something. That's all I want to see is just a really good finish. That doesn't help.
That was a good contest.
It's a pretty good kick. I read that kick.
No, it was.
But yeah, you're right. Not a good contest. Damn it. You know what? Since I've got everything wrong tonight, I'm calling it. Essendon are going to win this game.
It's not going to happen now. You can't use it to your advantage. That's not how it works.
That's really more of a pre-halftime superstition, isn't it?
Oh, the bounce.
This ball is just crap. This is ridiculous. Nothing can go right. Take the mark, man.
Next year, Carlton. Next year, Carlton will make the 8, I reckon.
Yeah, I don't reckon. I'm not going to bank them in from now and say they're definite or anything.
No, but I think they're a definite chance.
Yeah, absolutely.
Okay, they have an open forward line. What happened there?
I don't know, but Hill really didn't do Switter anything.
Without the ball.
Surely.
Yeah, that was Really
He's
bad
worried
by
about
Sard.
his distance.
Really
here a
bad
little.
by Sard.
It's a good
Yeah.
kick.
Yeah, that was good. Good play, good play.
Okay.
If they get this, that's only 30 points. 30 points in 1/4 of footy these days.
doable.
Yeah.
I mean, I know they've only kicked 40 for the whole 3 quarters prior to that, but doable.
Should AFL umpires take the bounce out of the game? Oh,
They want to because they're sick of hurting their shoulders.
Some want to.
That's not going to get.
He snuck it.
He got it. He got it. Thank God.
Keep
Thank
it. Some
you.
of the umpires
Thank
quite
you
good.
now.
No, I think keep it, but I also think because the bounce, the whole point of the bounce is it's random.
Yeah.
If it's a bad bounce, too bad. Keep it.
Yeah. I mean,
Don't
if it goes out
recall
of the
it.
circle, we
'Cause
recall it.
what
Like, that's fine.
No, I don't want it to be
I'll
recalled.
see. I like going out of the circle, but it still keeps it random. I mean,
that's what I mean.
If it advantages you within the circle, I'm fully for it. In fact, I think the rule's perfect as it is now.
No, I think even if it doesn't, like, because the way that it is if one ruckman can't contest it, it gets recalled.
Yeah.
Throw that out. If you can't contest it, that's just the luck of the dice.
Yeah. Okay.
Because what I hate, right, is 30 seconds left in the game, bounce up after a goal.
And
We've
it's
just
wasted
lost
time.
5 seconds
Yeah.
because of a bad bounce. Just play
Or do you
the
think
ball.
instead of that, in that situation, they could recall the clock?
But they won't recall the clock.
It would be tough too.
I mean, the AFL can't even do match goal reviews properly.
Yeah.
They're not going to be able to do the clock properly. Just take the ambiguity out of it. Take the greyness out
Yeah.
of the rules. Question for both of you. Best footy state of all time? I mean, technically you'd have to go with Victoria because of the sheer amount of
course.
talent.
Of course. Yeah, Victoria.
But if you're not talking about Victoria, I do think Western Australia is probably
Western
up there.
Australia would have to be the second, I
Yeah.
think. Like, no disrespect to South Australia, which loves its footy too.
Gone. Great tackle. Quick play on.
Okay.
Yep. It's
Well
good,
done.
Good ball use. Good. I
God,
mean,
Langdon.
not great ball use, but it's working.
Okay. So what's
If
more
they-
likely here? Fremantle need to come back, which is horrible for them because they
If
don't
get
do that.
this, they're only 3 goals.
But Essendon also implode a lot. Like, what's going to happen? Like, is Fremantle going to overcome their hurdle of overcoming this, or is Essendon going to implode? I don't know. It's just watching 2 terrible teams do their thing.
I don't know what the numbers after your states are for, gamer.
Oh, man, you shanked it. Jesus. Victoria 28 wins, State of Origin win percentage, Western Australia 15, South 20.
No, yeah, but
Who cares?
you're going
Like,
from state of origin
Yeah.
from 20 years
I thought
ago.
we were talking about like footy mad states and like states where like footy is everything. And I think WA would definitely be number 2.
Oh, I think what they were talking about was who's produced the best players.
Oh, okay, right. But yeah, Victoria for the sheer quantity of how many they have.
And how many good players they've had as well.
Yeah.
Yeah, definitely. But I think
Yeah.
WA is probably second.
I would say in terms of good
There's a
players.
score review here.
I think
They're
it's
not
out on
sure.
the full. Yeah, it's out on the full.
Yeah, that hit the post.
For the love of God, can
How did you
nothing go
miss
right?
it that much? I like it in Melbourne. There are so many things to do. That's fair. I think State of Origin would be closer these days.
I think WA would win.
Possibly.
Possibly. Not to discount that Victoria would still be super, like, really, really good. But, no score. Whatever. So it's locked in
That
our
is the
forward
biggest
line, I guess.
slap in the face you could get.
I know, right? Like,
We're going to have a score review. No score.
yeah.
You get no score.
Damn it, man. Come on, Chera. That was okay. That was bad, Blakely.
That's better.
They're up and about.
They're trying. Darcy.
He did really well. I mean, he held, and he should have been given a free kick against, but whatever.
That's a tricky handball.
Where's the numbers for Freo, man? They must all be waiting.
Oh.
Fremantle better have numbers behind the ball because they
went
didn't have
out.
any at
No,
the
they've got
ball.
all their numbers in the front half.
Got him.
He's just like...
All right, good. Go now. Hurt him on the
Why
rebound.
would you not use the
I
outside
know.
player there? Great mark.
Thank God for Switkowski's marking the footy at the moment.
Inside, go.
Yeah,
Go.
go. Keep
Go.
running, mate.
Make the forwards move.
You got a number?
Walters.
Stay down, man. Ah, Schultz.
What happened there?
He got grilled off the play. Oh, that was ridiculous. All right,
Ball's
come
still
on,
hot.
Chera.
Ball's still hot. Great. But it's McCarthy.
Turn and go.
And
Use
he
Matera
shanked it.
now.
No. He's still there.
That's
It's not a good decision.
Kick.
It's
That's
not
an
a
awful decision.
Walters doing there?
I don't know.
What a bounce!
Every bounce,
Go.
man.
You got a man behind. Okay, that was pretty weak by Brayshaw.
Yeah, this was incidental, but whatever. Come on, Freo. Like, no prior.
What a haircut by
this
Brayshaw.
Yeah. This is ridiculous. Like, the Dockers are they're trying so hard right now, but they're not getting any
No,
luck
their
or luck.
bully sucks.
Yeah. Like, I'm not going to question their effort this first 5 minutes, but man, they're just making some bad decisions. That's a good handball.
Good handball, yeah.
Oh,
Oh,
crying
wow. How do
out
you
loud.
drop that, Fantasia?
Oh,
Handling,
that was
what
bad
are you doing?
handling.
That's good body work.
And well done.
Outside, yep,
Yeah,
there we go.
Hughes is
Get
there.
out the way.
Keep using
Bad
it.
handball.
God, what is that? Are you
Okay,
trying to just handball
keep
to
running
the
past.
deck?
Keep running past. You've got men on.
Yeah, he's got someone in the inside. Yeah. All right, and now you should be able to use the footy quite well. Okay. Yeah.
I mean, it might work. Sandy below
Balance.
his knees. And no, how do you do that, Ballantyne? Without
What
the
is
ball,
this game?
he never had possession. It is Ballantyne.
But it's pure like luck. It's pure luck because they're doing their best to just ruin themselves here.
That's a good question, Ozzy. I think they took the green and red out because everyone hated the green and the red.
Yeah, yeah. It was also just part of a major rebrand because they wanted to ditch the team they had been for so long
Yeah.
and the club they had been, but they didn't make any staffing changes and they remained the club that they had been. Okay, he's going the drop punt. He's
Is he
gonna
coming
save
back?
it. No.
Nah.
This game is not meant for special moments. Oh, that was okay by Shabasi. That's just unfortunate. Outnumbered.
Wow. And Freo can't capitalise.
I know, right? In fact, they're about to get equalised. Like,
It's a
He's
great
got it.
kick.
ugh.
It's good defence.
For all the efforts Fremantle
good
put in,
defence.
like keeping them to these 2 marks, and it's just you're not going to get any reward because of that. Like, it's just a simple kick. It's a simple kick, man. Like, no one was around your teammate, and you can't hit him on the chest.
It's good.
Go.
Bowers.
Yeah, well done, Ballantyne.
Good. Oh, Walters, mate.
Yeah, got the ball, man.
No, it was bad decisions.
They're running out of time anyway. Everything is cringe. Everything right now is cringe.
It's a good kick.
That's a good
That's
kick.
a
That's not
brilliant
cringe.
kick. It's opened up the forward line. Lead. I'd have gone to Hill, to be honest.
2-5 conscious.
Yeah, I'd have gone to Hill streaming into the forward 50.
What is that, Hughes?
What is that?
You wouldn't imagine this game has finals ramifications, hey? Like, this feels like I'm watching just 17th versus 16th or something.
It's not a great game.
It's poor quality of footy.
What other sports do you all follow? To be honest, I don't anymore. I don't have time. I barely have time for the AFL, but I put all of my energy into AFL.
I follow probably the NBA, the NBL, and the NFL. There you go. Basketball and American football. Oh, and cricket. I like my cricket. It's a shame that this is my main sport, though, because my team is god-awful.
I used to follow cricket a lot more.
Yeah.
But time just doesn't allow me to follow it as much as I'd like to.
Too many up.
Yeah.
Hughes. Okay, come on.
Why is Brad Hill the last man on defense?
He did quite well.
That's...
They called it. Didn't they? No, they've called him back.
Yeah, because you have to wait for the umpire to signal.
Yeah.
You don't have to wait for the flags anymore, but you have to wait for the signal.
Yeah. Yeah, good call by the ump. Use the guy up the middle. I don't know why I keep telling them to take risks.
Oh my god.
Jesus, man.
Just take a deep breath. Oh. Fremantle, you just want to be able to kick the ball cleanly.
Yeah, that'd be nice.
No, it's too much air on the ball.
Yeah, it's a bad kick.
Good.
Well done.
Great.
Good control. Which is something I haven't said at all.
This is risky. Yeah, it all depended on the bounce of the ball. That's a high.
All right, here you go.
It's okay. You got time. Tap it on.
God, I hate this ball. Advantage. All right.
Langdon.
Make a lead.
There's a hold on McCarthy, right? Who has shanked every ball he's kicked at goal today. He's had 4 shots and he's kicked 1. If you guys live in Victoria, who would you support? I don't know, man.
Yeah, I mean, that's a tough question. I mean, I've never thought of that, ever.
My brother-in-law asked me the other week if West Coast, for any reason at all, let's say tomorrow West Coast, they just folded.
Went bankrupt or something.
Who would you support? Yeah. And I turned around and said, do you know what? I don't know if I'd even follow the AFL.
Yeah, okay,
he's got it.
All right, excellent, good.
Under 3 goals. It's under 3 goals now.
No, it's just over.
Oh, it's 19 points.
Yeah.
Okay. Depends on French.
Yeah, I don't know. I've got teams that I enjoy watching outside of Fremantle, but I don't know if I would, support them if I lived in Victoria. Maybe, like, who do I enjoy outside of Fremantle? Like, I like the way the Dogs play when they're up and about, but when they're not, it's disgusting.
Do you know what? I might actually be a Hawks supporter.
Yeah. Probably Collingwood, to be honest. Like, I really enjoy the way Collingwood play their footy, but that's like Collingwood of the past 2 years. Prior to that, no. Not a fan of that opinion?
No, this is me giving you a death stare right now.
Okay, all right. Good, you beat them in the grand
If you're
final.
not a fan of Collingwood, you don't like Collingwood.
I know that that's the...
Them's the rules, Justin.
I know that that's the stereotype, but I don't agree. I don't agree.
Them's the rules. I don't care if you agree.
Oh, God. Okay.
Langford. Goal.
So this is the classic Freo supporter right now. Like, this right now, I couldn't be more Freo supporter because we just kicked a goal to really give ourselves hope. And we almost won that centre clearance. And it still only took, 12 seconds? 13 seconds to undo the work? Like, look at it. Just get it to your boot, man. And then this, and then, okay, Taylor
shocking
Newman.
Bounce.
Like,
I swear to God, the bounce in this game.
This is ridiculous. Just kick the ball, Mundy. Why would you turn around? I know he's being tackled, but why would you bother?
What
That's
kind
not a
of
saying, David.
comment- What kind of comment is that, Kingy?
If you had have said
I
fallen off,
straight up
like,
don't understand what that's supposed to represent.
that's enough comment. Like, they total nuffy. Yeah, peak Freo, man. This is what it's like. See, if you've ever sat there and wondered what it's like to be a Freo supporter, just feel me right now, man, because this is ridiculous.
To be honest, I don't know what it's like.
Like, literally,
Not gonna lie.
It's, let's kick a goal and bring the game within reach. And then let's let them kick 2 goals in 30 seconds.
You could ask Ellie how many times I've jumped off the couch and I've gone, West Coast, worst team in the world, like in you know, and it's only because like West Coast have been so successful, like throughout the journey.
You don't know the half of it, man.
No.
You don't know the half of it. That's what it is. That's literally the peak of it. Like, you fight so hard to get one goal that brings you within some kind of reach of the target,
And they've
and then within 60 seconds, your entire effort is wiped out
Yeah, it's gone.
because you decided that, it's done. Like, it is pathetic.
Yeah. What banner, Banana? What are you talking about, man? I don't remember one that the players ran through actually. I'm also happy that West Coast won the grand final last year. Not gonna lie.
I did actually tip them to win that grand final,
did I.
so
Yeah,
I was,
so did I.
and I was kind of happy. I had a mate who supports West Coast, so I was watching the grand final with him, and we didn't have any Collingwood friends or anything around, so I was kind of happy for him.
Not gonna lie though, in the first quarter when we went 5 goals down,
Man,
I
shades of 2015.
I literally said this is 2015 all over again.
Yeah.
Good sneaky hand pass.
Yeah. That's high.
Darcy lost the ball. See, Darcy has a game below his knees.
Yeah, that's true. Yeah.
Valentine, man. He just needed to kick that earlier. What is he doing? That's holding the ball. I'm sorry.
Okay.
It should have been called much earlier.
Yeah, what was that? Oh, God.
Can I ask why an Eagle fan is supporting the Dockers? I'm not. Well,
Sympathy?
to be perfectly honest, I have liked Freo to win this game just to hurt the Bombers. And as a West Coast fan, I'm not a fan of the Bombers. So
Yeah,
I mean, the Dockers, in my opinion, even if they won this, they weren't going to make the finals. It was going to make the finals run more interesting.
yeah.
But having Freo win this and still not make finals, but also making the Bombers potentially not make finals, it's a win-win for me.
Aussies just asked what's going to happen to the Bombers in the finals. Predict, please. If they serve up this performance,
They're going straight
They're
out.
gone. Like, holy crap! Look at the free kick count.
Wow.
23-8. Did you notice that at all? Or?
No, not at all. No, I haven't actually noticed that at all. No.
What a discrepancy. No, the Bombers in the finals are screwed. Like, they haven't been very good tonight. It's just Fremantle's been awful.
Bit of a nothing kick.
Yeah.
Walters going to make it work. Or not.
Five.
Five.
No.
Yeah, it's a good spoil. I haven't seen Heppel at all this game, to be honest.
Yeah, I'd be interested to see his numbers. I'll actually look them up because I don't know. I've seen a few like okay things he's done, but they're probably not possessions or anything. They're just like little pressure acts or something. He's got 20 touches,
Okay.
6 marks, 5 tackles.
Yeah, that's way more
Walters.
than I thought he'd done.
Yeah.
All right, let Valentine kick. What a way to finish your career. The last kick of your game. The last kick of your career is playing out the full kick.
Oh, man.
Heppel has been injured in and out of the side. Def's needing an op after season ends. Yeah, they've already confirmed he's needing an operation, but they're just waiting on it. Yeah.
Yeah. Whoa! They called it. They called it. Yeah, what a mark. Okay,
I'm
that's
sorry.
something to
I love
smile
Fife,
about.
but that's not a mark.
That wasn't a mark.
He
but
didn't
whatever.
control that at all.
These umpires apparently love Fremantle. Let's have a look at that.
It's a great lead.
Oh, you just need Darcy
but it's
straight in the
not,
face.
It's a
not
great
mark.
lead, but it's not a mark.
No, it's not. But it will count as one.
What is that?
That is barrel. That is I have nothing going for me
What
right now.
is that? Too bad Optus doesn't have a roof.
It's literally just you guys aren't doing anything, so I gotta do this.
Did you know if a player kicks the ball and it hits the roof of Marvel?
It's a ball up, isn't it?
No, it's a free kick.
Oh, it's a free kick.
Against, yeah.
Wow. That's pretty stupid.
That's a great kick. Who was that?
I wonder if we could have used that.
Was it Mundy that kicked it on the left?
Yeah, it was Mundy.
Yeah, right. It's a great left kick, isn't it?
Yeah, fantastic. Could have probably used it before 5 minutes to go.
Seeming you're both from WA, could Subi beat Gold Coast?
No.
Oh, wow.
No, I don't think so. Because the guys that are on Subi's list were like in the AFL and they didn't get a gig, much at all.
Yeah,
like Kyle Horsley's a really, really great waffle player, but he's not like he'd be like on the cusp of an AFL
there
list
is
to
no
getting delisted.
seconds team that
Yeah.
would beat an AFL team.
No, there's just not.
Like the difference between the two codes is just too big.
Yeah, it's huge. It's huge. I mean, and it probably becomes murky that distance when you see a player like Tim Kelly jump up from the state league and then come into Brownlow
Yeah, but what you
favouritism
don't
at some
see
point. But
is the pre-season that an AFL
Exactly.
standard player goes
Exactly.
through to further elevate them to an AFL standard.
Exactly. It's just too much. They couldn't beat the Gold Coast. Although, maybe they'd give them a bit of a run. Who knows? But they definitely would not win it.
Yeah, it's a great tackle.
God, get rid of the football, Hughes.
Tim Woody's knackered. He's like, nope, I'm just going to catch my breath. Wow.
Oh, my God.
Wow.
I don't like football anymore. This game's annoyed me.
So is Essendon going to play GWS or Pies in the finals? Because they'll play GWS.
Yeah, I would think so. Either way, I think they're screwed. I don't think they're going to win
they're going
either
out
of
the
those.
Elim. Yep.
Yeah, I don't think they're going to win either of those games.
Yeah, 7th and 8th will go out of the Elim.
If they do, if there's a surprise winner from 7th or 8th, they're going to get pummeled by a top 4 side the next week.
Yeah.
Absolutely destroyed. If one of them somehow has to verse either the Eagles or Brisbane or something like that and then travel to that ground, they're going to get destroyed.
Yeah, it's not going to go well. What do you think the Suns need to do to turn their performances around between seasons? Honestly, just another preseason.
Yeah, just keep working, keep
No,
grinding.
I think Gold Coast will be better next year.
Yeah.
I've publicly said, and I will stand by this, 3 years the Suns will be in finals.
Yeah. I don't hate that claim. I don't know how much better they're going to be next year, but I'm with you in the fact that they just need to stick to the process that they're
Yeah,
on.
no. It's,
They got pretty good kids in, man.
they've been fine. And
Quality young kids.
They've been very competitive. I know they've lost 17 in a row, but of those 17, I think about 10.
The front
they've
half
lost,
of that 17, was competitive. They've only been non-competitive as the seasons wore on. It's dragged on. Young kids don't know how to run out a full season sometimes, and when you've got a whole team of them, it's pretty hard. You're gonna get belted at the back end. Yeah, I don't hate.
In 5 years, the Bombers will be coming towards the end of their premiership contendership.
What premiership contention?
No, I think next year they'll be better.
You think the Bombers will be better next year?
Yeah.
Yeah.
And the year after and so on. But in 5 years, they'll be coming back down.
Yeah.
That's what I'm calling.
Yeah, I'd give them that. I mean,
you
that's pretty much the sample size
have
for
to take
almost
into
every club,
account-
though, isn't it?
Did Gary Ablett ruin his legacy? No, he
No,
won a
not at
Brownlow
all.
there.
Yeah, won a Brownlow and 5 club best and fairest or something like
The
that.
only reason why people kind of forget how good Gary Ablett is because he was because of his shoulder injury.
Yeah, exactly.
If he was playing those years, no one these days is.
He literally.
You couldn't hit that more flush if you tried.
Yeah. But like Gary Ablett literally made versing the Gold Coast a danger game for anyone.
Yeah.
Like because you knew he could pop up for 40 touches and 3 goals at like the click of his fingers. Like he was that good. It made it that difficult.
Ben Brown is a superstar.
Certainly is after tonight.
I wouldn't call him a superstar.
Yeah, I don't know.
Not yet. He will be, but not yet.
I think I would, but I know what you're saying.
Like he's not on the caliber of Franklin and Kennedy. And
no, he's not.
Rewalt.
But in terms of producing goals, like 2 years at the very top end of the Coleman medal, like I'd argue like you're a superstar forward of the comp, but I also know what you're saying. He's not in that elite caliber. Maybe I just don't catch enough North Melbourne to appreciate that. Who knows?
Remember when Carmichael Hunt scored the winner against the Tigers? Yes, I remember that. That was great.
That was excellent. Good for him.
I also remember that Port Adelaide were the first team to lose to the Suns.
Oh, were they?
Yeah.
Wow.
Westhoff had a kick for goal after the siren. Shanked it.
I remember Essendon kicking 94 points in one quarter against the Suns.
That wasn't that long ago, actually.
That was brutal. That was tough to see for them.
Are you guys streaming on Thursday this week? Yes, we are.
Absolutely.
We will be doing footy rivals all the way up until the grand final. The grand final, I think, the grand final week will probably be the last one that we do.
Yeah, it seems the natural course.
Until next year. We will still be pumping up videos after the grand final. We've still got. We actually sat down after Thursday night and had a big plan as to what we're going to be doing.
Yeah. No, we got plenty of stuff for you guys coming up.
Thoughts?
Disgusted, really. Like, I don't want to be because, like, who cares, right? Like, it's a game where your finals hopes are probably cooked already. I know mathematically they could have made it. They're probably cooked already on the back of last week's loss. And you should probably just be happy for the whole Ballantyne Sandilands thing, or at least emotionally invested. But I just thought that display on a football-only basis was just disgusting. Like,
not great.
I thought it was just no quality the whole night. No quality, no poise. And it almost looked as if Freo didn't care. Like, as if they had this...
No, I don't agree with that.
Not that they didn't care, but this mantra of, like... Or this feel of just, like... Whatever, we're just doing it for this Ballantyne Sandilands.
I wholeheartedly disagree with it. Maybe that's just your emotion talking.
Yeah, potentially.
Because you're a supporter.
Yeah.
I think they 100% tried, but as has been the case for many years at Freo, their outside skills have been... I would say that Fremantle's outside skills have been poor since maybe 2011.
To be honest, that's the worst I've seen their skills this year.
Yeah, it's not been great.
This year they've been quite competitive, but that's the worst I've seen their skills this year.
But Freo, traditionally, I reckon since about 2011, have been a very poor...
I would say even before
kicking
that.
Team.
I would say literally across their 25-year history, they have been a poor kicking team.
Yeah. How do you fix that?
I don't know.
Coaching or is it drafting?
Who knows? Because, I mean, you've had different coaches. Who knows? Maybe it's drafting, maybe it's coaching, maybe... there's got to be some way to do it.
Well, Freo's season now is officially done.
It's over, yeah.
Right? Mathematically, yes, they can still make it.
They're not going
Percentage-wise, no, you're right.
No,
they're not going to. Does anyone know how long left in the game? The game's just finished.
Yeah, just done, mate.
What happens next year? Do they go up?
Freo? Well, it's going to be an interesting period for them because, like losing Lachie Neale last year, they weren't happy with it, but they were comfortable knowing that the return was Jesse Hogan.
Yeah.
And to be fair, like Jesse Hogan in his games that he played with Freo was outstanding. Like, not outstanding.
No, he was average himself, but the structure he provided was
so much.
Yeah.
He was so valuable to the team. Like, whereas this year you're probably likely to lose both Langdon and Brad Hill. And it's like, where does the replacement for that come to? Like, what are you going to get in return for that? Maybe But to be honest, I kind of just see them being what they are now.
Yeah.
I don't see them being much
No.
more than they are now, unless they just maybe a little better with development of the kids that they've got. Maybe Brayshaw and Chera can take.
No,
the lead
I
forward.
think they'll. I think that, well, provided they don't have their entire key position stock injured,
yeah, it's just depleted.
they will make finals next
Yeah.
year.
Actually, that's a good point. Health is
Yeah.
literally all that stood.
Plus,
in
you
their
got to
way this
remember,
year.
Brayshaw and Chera get another year in them. They'll be much better next year,
Yeah,
I think.
yeah.
Mundy, I don't think Mundy is going to feature as much next year.
No, he'll be on his last year next year.
Yeah.
But I think injury is going to be the main thing. You give them those 4 key position players, and tonight
They
maybe
probably-
a whole different story.
They probably make finals based on that.
Yeah, I would think so. Like, they were on track to make finals with the way they were playing, the brand they were playing when those guys were all healthy. There's just, you lose your 4 key position players, your best key position players, 4 of them to season-ending injuries, and that's going to kill any club.
Yeah.
It's going to hurt any club. It's like if you went to, like, West Coast, for example. If you were to take out, let's say, Barras, and I know these guys did miss stints, and it's a credit to West Coast and how well they played to stay up there, but let's give season-ending injuries to Barras, probably Nick Nat as the Rory Lobb sort of one, and then Darling and Kennedy. Like, where do West Coast go from there? Like, there might still be a finals team because they are.
They'll still
very
play
good.
finals, but I reckon they'd be in the position that Collingwood are in now.
Yeah, exactly.
They'd probably miss top 4, but be thereabouts.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So, I mean, it hurts any club when you take that away.
Yeah.
Yeah. No, tough game.
If you see a Fremantle fan on a bicycle, you should never swerve to hit him. It could be your bicycle. That's a Colling. No, I'm sorry. That's for Collingwood.
Yeah, I don't know, man. Fremantle, maybe. They're all hippies in Freo. We do love our
It is
bicycles.
south. They are a south of the river team, so
Yeah. Yes.
what's
What
this
about-
mean for Essendon?
Not much.
They confirm finals. They can't finish anywhere except 7th.
It's emotionally lifting for their fans after what they dished up the week prior. To bounce back with a win is
Who do they play next
really
week?
good.
Because
That's a good question.
now that they've
play next
confirmed
week?
finals, what happens if they get trashed next week because they're just like, no, we've got finals?
You know what? Given the state of this year,
It's going to happen.
I'm not putting it past one of the 7th or 8th place teams to actually win a final. Like, and I know that sounds ridiculous because on talent and on form, they're awful.
Yeah.
But I'm just not putting it past them. So, anyways, next week, round 23, they've got Friday night against Collingwood.
At the G, yeah.
Yeah,
That's interesting
It's-
because
it's big. Yeah,
if Collingwood win that, they're a chance for top 4.
yeah. Well, they're sitting 4th at the moment, obviously, with games to be played tomorrow.
Like, actually,
Yeah,
they'd be 4. Yeah. So if West Coast does beat Richmond, Collingwood are in the 4. That's crazy to think about.
that's
isn't
crazy given the state of their injury list,
Yeah.
man. That is a full credit to that club. And West Coast can definitely beat Richmond tomorrow. Like, it can definitely happen. That's massive. Collingwood would, like, I don't know if it's going to matter to Collingwood because I feel like, well, actually, you know, it would really matter to Collingwood because if they go into the top 4, and let's
They're
say,
getting players back. They're actually dangerous then.
let's say,
Because even if they lose first week of finals, they're still getting players back.
yeah,
they could
it gives them
genuinely make a
lifeline,
run.
like gives them that real lifeline, and also even like the fact that they would love to sneak into the top 4, finish 4th, and have Geelong finish 1st. That would be ideal for them, but
Yeah.
for them to sneak into the top 4 probably means that West Coast wins minor premiership.
Probably.
So that would
Which
give
is
them,
not ideal for them.
that would give them Perth first up. Like, they have to travel to Perth.
But
first up.
I don't think that would be fearful for them considering they won.
Yeah,
a
maybe
few
not.
weeks ago.
Maybe not. Who knows? And they would just love to have, like you said, that extra week to get some players back in. Yeah, it's weird, hey, that matchup. But if they were to somehow manufacture a 4th place finish and Geelong finishes 1st, man, Collingwood would fancy their chances. In fact, even if they had to travel to
This
Gabba,
time-
they'd fancy their chances.
This time last year, you were probably going into the final series confidently saying West Coast and Richmond would probably make the grand final with
Yep.
Collingwood an outside chance.
Yeah. Which was the way it went,
This
right?
year, though, the top 4 are all genuine chance, except for maybe Geelong. I think
even then,
Like, I've been writing Geelong off all year.
Yeah.
I think I'm ready to actually put a proper lie through them. They're not going to make it.
even then though, I still think it just takes. I mean, given the fact that it literally
Only
just takes
because
one
they're
good
not
game
playing
to
at
turn things
Cardinia.
around.
They're not going to play at Cardinia.
That's true. That's true, and that cripples them.
Yeah.
Yeah, they're the obvious candidates of the top four to not give a run. But you can take me down to GWS and just I'm not going to believe in them being able to make a deep run because I just don't see it happening. But
No.
I could. If you
can
wanted me to
happen,
make,
yes.
If you wanted me to make a case for that,
Yeah.
I could make a case
Yeah.
for GWS being really good in the finals.
Yeah.
And then obviously, whoever would finish sixth at that point, like what are we talking about? Geelong, Collingwood, Richmond.
GWS.
Yeah, GWS. Yeah, okay.
And
yeah.
GWS is getting players back as well.
Yeah.
They're probably a decent chance to make a deep run as well.
Yeah. And I would
Or to
back,
upset some other teams.
I would back if they're going to play them in the first round of the finals. I would back that GWS side to destroy Essendon that we saw tonight.
I'm sorry, Aussie. Essendon are not going to do a Western Bulldogs.
Yeah,
People forget that the Western Bulldogs actually won 14 or 15 games in the home and away season, despite finishing. That's normally good enough to finish in the top four.
Yeah,
right.
It was just crazy that season that the top sides were winning so many games.
Season. Yeah.
Yeah,
but people forget that and they just go, "Oh, Bulldogs were seventh. They were limping into final." And to be fair, they were limping into the finals with injuries.
Yeah,
but they towed up West Coast in that first game.
Yeah.
And
from there they
fairy
just
tale run.
Yeah, from there they just conjured them like they were surviving off belief. Like they were just
See, the interesting thing to me is people say that teams can't win from outside the top four, and they say that, and one of the reasons they say that is because it's 4 finals and 10 games in a row. But I tell you what, most teams, or a lot of the teams that are in the top 4 and who lose the first game end up playing 4 games and they win the grand final. Hawthorn in 2015.
Yeah, which was crazy because they had to do dual trips to Perth.
Both the Swans and West Coast in 05-06 had to play 4 finals. So that's not a reason.
It's not impossible. No. And it's I wouldn't put it past. I said it earlier. I wouldn't put it past the 7th or 8th team to weirdly come into some form. Like, look, they're playing bad at the moment, and they're in really bad form, and they've had bad stretches. But good Adelaide, if they could just find it for one game, good Adelaide is good enough to beat poor Collingwood or poor GWS. Just today, we just saw bad Adelaide play good Collingwood, and they got whipped. Like, give me Adelaide when they're doing everything that makes them a good football team and a finals team, and maybe they're competitive. I don't know. I just wouldn't put it past to see an upset in the elimination finals. One of the two of them.
Yeah.
If one of those sides that have finished 7th or 8th could conjure the form,
but
literally,
it's not like those teams are then going to go on to a prelim.
Oh no!
They'll get spanked in the semi.
They would get smashed by the top 4 side. That's going to be
at home.
Yeah, Geelong, Brisbane, West Coast, Richmond, maybe Collingwood. They would all destroy them at their home deck. But maybe for one single game, Adelaide or I'm not Essendon after what I saw tonight. But Adelaide and
to be honest,
Port
over the
Adelaide,
last 5 weeks, Essendon have been pretty poor.
Yeah, but Adelaide and Port Adelaide, maybe Port Adelaide.
They can.
Yeah. Which seems crazy because they both got smashed today, but I'm just
they can.
It's not out of the question. I'm not going to just completely say nope.
And the reason that we write Essendon off is you just need to look at their percentage.
Yeah.
It's very clear they're not a good side.
Yeah, they've had a lot of wins tonight. You haven't impressed me tonight at all.
No.
It just happened that the score sort of fell your way. You were good enough to do that.
I mean, don't get me wrong, 32-point win.
Yeah.
But in saying that, Fremantle were pretty bad.
Yeah.
That were pretty bad.
Yeah, I think so. I think they butchered the ball, man. That was
so much. I haven't seen a
game
ball
to watch.
I haven't seen a team kick the ball as poorly as Fremantle in a long time.
Yeah, that was pretty awful.
Considering how much of the ball that Fremantle actually had.
Yeah, their major possession winners were huge. I'm actually gonna check some stats now and just see what Langdon and Walters
before you do that, check the total disposals.
Okay.
comparing each team, because I reckon Fremantle had more of the ball.
I
than
would
Essendon.
I would say that that's pretty much certain. Given that their major ball winners were far and above more than what Essendon was winning. So team stats, disposals.
Essendon might win the elimination final. Might win if they get on a roll. But if they get to a semi and they come up against either West Coast, Geelong, Brisbane or Richmond, or depending on who finishes fourth, at their home deck, unless Collingwood finishes fourth.
And somehow incurs more injuries along the way.
Yeah, that's the only way that I can see Essendon winning a semi is if they happen to come up against Collingwood. Then they will get rolled in a semi-final.
If they somehow won some weird semi-final against Collingwood like that and then got into a prelim, it'd be like, everyone would just be looking at it like, how did this team do
this is not going to end well.
Like,
which is going to end up in bad preparation for whatever team comes up against them. Because traditionally, whatever team wins big in a prelim doesn't go on to win the grand final.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
Traditionally, I say, because West Coast obviously bent those statistics last year. But
well, here's some reasons not to believe in Essendon. Even tonight, even in a winning effort, their disposal count. Fremantle had 431 disposals.
Wow.
Yeah, big.
That's huge.
And Essendon had 360.
Yeah.
So there's 71 disposals.
So Fremantle beat themselves.
Oh, 100%. And we said that throughout the course.
Essendon didn't beat Fremantle. And that's what I said, I think maybe at three-quarter time. It didn't feel like Essendon were winning the game. It felt like Fremantle were just losing.
We said that throughout the course of the night, I feel. And like, if you look at these major ball winners here,
which is it's not an ideal commentary thing to be talking about Essendon in that scope.
Exactly. Like, look at Michael Walters, 36 touches, 2 goals, 2 with 8 marks.
Yeah, he was actually very good in the middle.
Ed Langman, 37 touches, 6 marks. Brad Hill, 32 touches, 6 marks. And then you go on with David Mundy, got 30. So that's 4 guys all in the 30s.
Okay, actually...
Nat Fyfe got 26 in the end.
Okay, goal. Nat Fyfe. On the running commentary of you having a commentary throughout this game, right? And basically everything you were calling legitimately as going to happen, literally everything went wrong.
Gone worse.
Pre-game, you said Freo were going to kick the first goal. They didn't. But you also said Nat Fyfe was going to be best on first ground.
Yeah.
Best on ground. He was very, very
That was probably like, and this is crazy because he got 26 touches and a goal, but it was probably the worst game that I've seen him have for some time.
He genuinely looked cooked.
Yeah, he looked exhausted, Like,
in the first 5 minutes of the game, he looked cooked.
Yeah, even his attitude sort of looked a bit like, oh man, I just can't be fucked tonight, Like, he looked like he was struggling. So, I don't know, like, but the damning stats for Fremantle come with all 3 of their major ball winners, Walters, Langdon, Hill, no tackles between the 3 of them.
Doesn't surprise. Well,
not one of them laid a tackle.
Langdon surprises me, but I think he was pretty influential in terms of pressure acts. Hill doesn't surprise me.
No.
Walters, I reckon, was very pressured.
Yeah,
he had a lot of pressure around the ball. Like he had, I reckon I saw him lay like 3 or 4 big bumps on opposition players. So I know they didn't have tackles, but I felt like they were having pressure acts. Brad Hill. He doesn't know how to apply pressure.
Yeah, no, it's a foreign concept to the man. But I feel like, take it back 2 weeks ago when they beat Geelong, their tackle count was through the roof, and they were just applying a lot of pressure. Like, there was a lot of times, like, and we can say that, it was a scrappy game, and maybe that makes us think they applied some pressure tonight, but too many times did I see Essendon just run in a wave and just be untouched.
Pretty much, yeah.
Too many times, and that didn't happen in that Geelong game. And that's the difference.
Fremantle pressed up too high,
and actually, Fremantle's tackle count dropped by the wayside against St Kilda last week. So it's like you have this really good win where you've peaked with this amazing tackle pressure, and then all of a sudden that just drops away immediately after, and you go back to just losing.
Yeah.
Direct
question:
correlation.
Essendon has won their games, but yes, played poor. So what is that down to? Is there any positives as a Bombers supporter? Or okay, so this is the thing: Bombers. Since the bye, and if you go back a few weeks, the Bombers went 7-1, I think.
Yeah,
but then their last 3 wins, they were by like under a kick.
Yeah, and they had that one against Gold Coast where they fell over the line.
Yeah, fell over the line against Gold Coast.
Yeah,
and they'd been thumped the next 2 weeks.
Yeah,
really. And then in this game, they were not impressive.
Yeah.
The Bombers are coming into a final series with no form.
Look, there's still something to be said for winning. I mean, like as Aussies pointed out there, like they've won their games but played poor. Like, but there's still something to be said for getting over the line.
This is an interesting question I have. Has any team in the final 8 had a percentage less than 100? And if they have, has it been near 95%?
Yeah.
Because that's how low the Bombers' percentage is, or at least was coming into this game. That is a shocking percentage for a 7th place team.
Well, we were talking about teams that have limped into the 8 in bad form earlier, and North Melbourne was the one that you mentioned, 2016 North Melbourne. Even they would have had a percentage above 100 given they had won all those games at the start of the year. Yeah. So I'm not sure.
But there's still a game to go that that Essendon could very well lose and could lose by a big margin.
Yeah, absolutely. Look, if Collingwood want to play the way they did today,
could be worse.
If you were just going off today's results, Collingwood's going to destroy Essendon next week.
Which is interesting because you didn't back Collingwood in. I did.
No, I didn't. No, I went with the Crows. I thought the Crows might respond.
No, I didn't.
I don't know why I thought that. Like, now I look back on that tip, I'm just like, what was that? What was they clutching out there? But
I'm very excited to do a channel tipping next year.
Yeah, it's going to be good to keep up with the total. Yeah. Maybe not for me because I've tipped some shockers this year.
It's just going to make this whole footy rivalry thing much more interesting.
I feel like we're going to actively be tipping against each other. No,
it's going to be very, very interesting next year. And we want to include you guys as well within the tipping. We just need to figure out a way to actually get that done and have an actual tipping leaderboard and everything.
Yeah, for sure. But look, to sum up, tonight was pretty dismal football to watch. I almost wish we just caught the North and Port game because that was your certainty.
No, because we needed to watch you react
which we got
to a game that you were passionate about. We didn't need to watch a game that I was passionate about. We've already watched a West Coast game. I'll probably be watching West Coast tomorrow, but we're definitely doing one next week.
I feel like I would have reacted a lot more had it not have just been a pure game of frustration. Like that's all I felt through that whole game. Was just like, oh, we're nearly there. No, we're not. No, we're not there. Like, and it just got really deflating.
Thanks very much for well in finals. No, Christian, unfortunately not. Cheers, boys. Real entertaining. I'll tune in again. First time watching. Des, watch your other videos. Just take care. No worries, Ozzy. Thanks for coming in, man. It's been a pleasure talking to you. You've been actually the highlight. I reckon you've been the highlight for us.
Quality contributions.
It made us really think and talk about a lot of things. So thank you for joining in. We're glad to have you with us.
And you sidetracked me from a lot of the action that was depressing to watch for me.
On that note, actually, we might head off on that.
I think we're going to wrap things up. Yeah.
I am going to be trying my very best to be able to do a watch party of West Coast and Richmond tomorrow. Yep. I might have a guest here with me. I'm pretty sure you're going to be busy.
I will be celebrating my mother's birthday and then going to work.
So I may have a guest here with me. So we'll have to see with that. But I'm going to be trying my very best. So stay tuned for that next tomorrow. Otherwise, normal proceedings as of next week.
Thursday night footy rivals. Yep.
And then we've got that Aussie. And then we've got a watch party next Saturday night, West Coast versus Hawthorn.
Absolutely.
Top 2 on up for grabs for West Coast, regardless of what happens tomorrow. Still top 2 will be up for grabs, I think.
Yep.
And as well as Hawthorn, depending on what happens tomorrow for Hawks, they could be up for a top 8 chance.
They're the only team in that bracket that's playing good footy. Like, even if they have to verse West Coast at the end of it, they're the only team in that bracket that in recent weeks has strung together a good game.
Yeah.
So there's something to be said for that. But anyways, thanks so much for joining, guys. It's been a pleasure. Well, the game wasn't a pleasure, but your company was okay. But
thank you very much. If you did like this, you want to see more of this, make sure you leave a thumbs up. If you haven't done so already, make sure you subscribe and ring the bell for the notifications. Thank you, Gamer. We appreciate the feedback. Absolutely. If you haven't done so already, make sure you join the Discord. I've obviously gotten my certainty wrong this week, so if you want to decide what punishment I have to do on Thursday night, make sure you join the Discord and let us know in there. And hopefully I'll see you all tomorrow.
If not, we'll catch you on Thursday.
Bye.